You got me, Chuck? All right. Okay. Come on. out the gray go. Now I'm out the game, feel good not pitching in the hood, and I really don't think I could go back to selling crack and stashing them packs in my ass. I maintain weekly money the same, and now I don't go through them games. Niggas testing my brain with them triple beams filled with change. Pot crack, grams in the drain, getting hit with the fake exchange, like baking soda flour after being on Broadway for hours. Getting knocked, being back at start. Niggas testing if I got heart. Pushing me to pop some shots, just stop the ball before they start. Old lady with the binocs, give description to cops. Why they try to tear us apart with that good cop, bad cop. I ain't going for the game, he ain't tell you a thing. Your partner's with him, saying the same. You can tighten them cuffs till you see veins. Stop fucking yanking up chain. They might fuck you if you ain't sane. And nigga never sniff cocaine. And I don't care what game or part of the area you claim. Let's go. Ray Scarface, you must be insane. Nigga, Tony fucked the boy's name. His right hand man, he claimed to get his back blown out the game. On Kane, do it on the low, let nobody know. No pillow talk to hoes. And if he step on your toes, don't bust a blank, cause everybody will know. Or get out the game. They say that change is good. It's a lot of stress in the hood, and I know if you could, you would. Get out the game, but you stuck in that time. Where the nigga public like shine. For a witness to drop a dime. For self-defense, do or die. Celebs doing time. Mike Vick on the child line. Even Kobe, Jason Williams, Gage, kick like Shinobi. Little Kim for perjury. You know you done fucked up, right? You know you done fucked up, right? Let's go. When it's late night, make sure it's packed tight. And when you take those flights, never eye the Jake in sight. And shake them fuckers when they dead and right. Making a fifth go rumble. Because of stick-up trouble. Blasting your cat for a cat, for in fact, for some crap that don't involve you. For some dudes that don't love you, all they wanna do is fun you until you go down. And don't do shit for you when you lock down, or even when you touch down. But they tell you to go to the pound. The same block that gave you a pound. Years in the pen, now you live it again. What might say to you when you back it for 10, and you was just waiting for a team to come home to relive it again.
Choke, don't joke.
Yeah.
You know what
Choke,
it is.
don't joke. You know what it is.
Let's go, let's go.
2020, rich niggas, money funny. We got killer bees and I lost my honey. My little sex master, yeah, she was a distraction to my mathematics. Then Corona happened. The government capping on what's really happening. Rock Nation signing niggas that's out here ratting. And Jay's the captain of the ship? Ain't this a bitch? You keep his sign and snitch. We lost Andre and Rich. Life's a bitch. Can't have a funeral no matter if you rich or poor. Overpopulated at morgues. Funeral homes, bodies all on the floor. No food in stores, no meat no more. These the last days if you never prayed. Have faith, all sort illicit days. Yo, it's tough. When you see Puff rock a hoodie with his baby mama hanging from a cross, you lost. Damn, you told the CEO on the gram he was a handsome man. That's sexual harassment in front of millions of fans. You made Fab wanna scram like Sunday Letitia. Joseph don't leave. Mary and Jesus, sides, self-pleasing, some sneak thievers. If we were kids, you call them flat leavers. They use you, don't need you. It's birth you, then see ya. Cross you, then be ya. Curve you and flee ya. Niggas wanna be you until they see you. They idolize you, like you in the case. Nigga, you know who got punched in the face, in the A on stage, or any place. A nigga like me never retire like Mace. And don't even care if the church is the escape. Last real nigga alive amongst your face. Y'all big mad, no frosting on my face. You can't come out, Epstein flight log is out. And tell us, what that spirit cooking about? Head to head with a satanist and niggas in doubt. The power of the dark side block me out. That's why I'm black and get it in any sport trick. That's why you the non-factor. 6ix9ine keep acting like you ain't acting. You wasn't flagging in the court yapping. That tough guy on the gram was just blabbing. Nigga, you capping. I'm the king of New York. At y'all niggas, I'm laughing. At the plaza. At the plaza. It's the king of New York. Joke, no joke. We here now. You know what it is. Eat a wall. Stand up.
Joke, no joke. Look at the hood trucker.
What's up with you, man?
What's good, man? Hold on, I got your mic muted. Hold on. Unmute your mic.
Okay.
Mic, unmute it. There you go.
What's up with you, Choke?
Ain't nothing was good, man.
Man, it's chilling, man.
Is it all right for me to say your name? Because they don't want to say your name.
Hell no, they don't, man. All right, I gotta say, man, I like that joint, man. That intro, man. I like that.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. But what do they call you over there?
They call me the Hood Trucker, aka Rick Wolf, aka Slickback Weasel. What else they call me? They call me all kind of stuff, man. But it's the Hood Trucker, though.
Yeah. For those who don't know, Kwame and his little cronies be subbing with those names. That's who they talking about, the Hood Trucker, y'all. All right. And where can they follow you at?
They can follow me on Instagram. I believe it's _hood_trucker. What else we got? And on YouTube, Snap. I think it's the Hood Trucker, something like that. I got so much stuff going on, man. It's ridiculous. But yeah, Instagram, and YouTube.
All right, cool. All right, so what brought you on first of all, where you from, yo?
I'm from Fresno, California. I'm trying to get my, I forgot to put my
Fresno, is that part of the Bay?
No, that's actually Central California. You know, like I did a video about colorism, right? Just the other day. We got some more light. Oh shit. And Marcellus Wiley was saying that he was basically kind of talking shit about Colin Kaepernick being from Central California. I think it's from Turlock or something. Okay, we go.
Right.
And you know, Central California, you know, we do our thing over there. But I've lived. I mean, that's where I'm from, but I lived in Sacramento. I lived in LA. I lived in LA for like 10 years. So I lived in Baltimore for a year. I've been all over the place, man.
I got so what got you on YouTube and basically how you get involved with the whole getting that Kwame thing? What was it? Were you a fan first? Not a fan, but you know, was you a supporter first, or you was watching and you like, how that whole thing started?
I started, my channel is old, right? And I started like a hobby. And I was posting videos. I didn't know nothing about it. I was posting videos just random. I mean, if you look at my old videos, they're horrible. But and then I caught fire. I had got in a motorcycle accident, and I had I had a broken pelvis, a collapsed lung, and I was in a walker, and I was playing dominoes one day, and I went to slam the dominoes, and when I came back to sit down, it was one of those old people walkers with the handle, and I bust my elbow on the handle. And then maybe 5 days later, this thing blew up like a tennis ball. It was on the end. So I had already gone to the doctor, and they said it was a hematoma. So turns out you have in your elbow, right? There's a sack of liquid that kind of lubricates the elbow. Well, what happened when I hit it, it wasn't a hematoma, it was that sack that busted. And when that liquid came out, it got infected and it blew up. And so I did a video on it and I was squirting all that stuff out. It's gross. But right now I think it's running like 450,000 views. So that's when I said, okay, well, maybe this stuff is real. And then I started getting more into it. And then, I do stuff and whatever. And then it never really caught on. And then here lately, I've been really wanting to, take it full time. I've been doing like editing stuff and just learn how to editing. So I got more interested in it. Right. And then I saw Kwame Brown, how he was basically like the underdog dude or the dude that everybody bullies in high school, and he clapped back. And that's what I kind of liked about Kwame Brown at first. And then after that, like a few weeks or so, when I started really paying attention to him, he started showing me stuff that I was like, nah, I can't rock with this dude. So, then I started going at him. And I think the first time I really started seeing like, the bitchness in him was when he did that interview with Joe Brown. And Joe Brown was talking about Kamala Harris. And, you can have your opinions or whatever. Or you have a dude on the show or whatever the case. Right, you should know who you're talking to before you invite him on your show. But what happened is that he was talking a bunch of stuff about Kamala Harris, and Kwame basically interrupted him almost and said, "I didn't say that. That wasn't me," or something to that effect. Right? He basically was trying to distance himself from the comment. So I said, like, that's crazy. So and then if you look at that video, Joe Brown was kind of taken aback from that also. And he never came back on the show. So and I think he was scheduled to or something like that. So that's all the disagreement. I'm not gonna call it beef, but I saw all the disagreement basically came out. I started seeing that was like the first thing, and then subsequently after that, he was, I had kind of like I kind of discounted the bigotry a little bit when he's calling Matt Barnes Becky with the good hair. Everybody knows what Becky means, right? And then good hair,
a white woman,
right? And then good hair. I mean, I don't know if I'm an anomaly or something, but when I beef with somebody, I don't talk about that person's hair. So I kind of thought that was a little strange. I mean, am I the only one? Because I don't know anybody to do that.
So why? And when I say this, please don't take offense, because it's a lot of idiots out here. You don't have a big following. You don't get thousands of views. Why do you think he come at you? Why do you think you get under his skin when you don't even have that big following? Yo, Heavenly Hollywood, I'm gonna bring you in. But don't talk yet. All right. All right. Brother, all right. Heavenly Hollywood is my man, the Hood Trucker. And Hood Trucker is Heavenly Hollywood.
How you doing? How you doing? How you doing?
I'm gonna put you on mute for a minute, Hev.
All right, bro.
All right. So why do you think he addresses you so much and you're not even getting thousands of views?
Because I hit him with facts. As I mentioned, like I was I caught a case and they charged me with assault. They charged me with attempted murder on the police, and I fought my own case and got up out of it. I got it reduced to assault with a deadly weapon. It wasn't easy, but I know that you come with facts or you don't come with nothing. So like every time I talk about him, I use his own words. And the more he talks, the more material I get. And I think that, with a lot of other people, I don't know if they do that or not, but apparently it's working, because I had a video I did about colorism. And at the time, I think it might have had 200 views. It took him all of 3 minutes to start talking about this video because I used him on video talking about how he knew I wasn't black because he thought I was a hard worker, and just a whole host of different stuff that he said that kind of points in the direction of being a bigot. So I think it hit the marks that it was supposed to hit, and he felt that, and he talked about it early on his video.
Give the people an example.
That the one I just said was one of the examples. When I talk about how he specifically goes at skin color, like he calls Matt Barnes Becky. I mean, that's we all know what that is. And then he's good hair. Why he talks about hair, I don't know, but I just have a whole bunch of examples, and then not only attributed to him, but I also pointed out how Marcellus Wiley was talking about how Colin Kaepernick doesn't feel the full weight of the black experience, as if the police kind of determine this guy's more light-skinned than this guy, so I'm gonna go harder on him because he's more light-skinned, or it's gonna go less hard on him because he's light-skinned than this dark-skinned dude. Me personally, I don't believe that's the case, right?
Basically black.
Because I also seen a video where Vlad, which I don't really like Vlad, but Vlad was interviewed Jalen Rose, and he said he made a point that if you take a bowl of vanilla ice cream, you put a couple of drops of chocolate in it, and you stir it around, it turns into chocolate. So I'm not a fan of Marcellus Wiley because of his comments based on that, and then I put that in my video too, and then
right,
he within 3.5 minutes he was talking about it. 200 views. I think it might be at 300 now.
That's what I'm saying. Like you had no views, and he going so hard on you and don't want to even say your name. Like he gonna stop you from getting 300 views? Like, why did it touch him so? But now I understand. I get it. All right, cool. Hold on, Hav. What up?
What up, brother?
Hey, nothing, chilling.
I see. I'm here. I'm riding with you. I see what the Hood Trucker was talking about, hitting on some good points. I said the same thing about that dude, man. I've said it from day one. When everyone jumped on the Kwame bandwagon, I never ever felt that dude from day one. And he's bringing up all the points of why I wasn't feeling him. You know what I mean? See, he's been riding this Matt Barnes. See, like the first day, I'm gonna admit, I watched him the first day. It was funny. It was funny. Like the first day when he got on him, it was funny. It was cute. But then I started noticing that he's talking about, the funny thing about Kwame is he talking about, y'all are critiquing black men. You're critiquing black men. But then he proceeds to talk about Stephen A. Smith. Nigga, they black men too. You doing the same exact thing that you're critiquing everyone else is doing. You talk about critiquing black men, but then you start talking about Stephen A. Smith, Janelle Hill. You talking
Jackson.
about black people.
Right. Steven Jackson, Hassan Campbell.
Right. Steven Jackson. You talking about black people. So, he wanted to, what he's doing now is that he is trying to make up for all the years that people basically told the truth on him. For the entire year, for the exception of Charlemagne, the only thing I've ever heard people say about Kwame Brown is that he sucked at basketball. I've never heard anything else. And why is that so bad? Dude, you was a #1 pick, right? Now, people have been talking about dudes that play basketball and people criticize LeBron James, right? But Kwame, because he's a black man, he shouldn't have been criticized because I'm a black man that bought a house for my mother. But you average 6 points a game for your career. You average 6 points a game. If you average, how can I flop if I bought a house for my mother? Because you was the #1 pick and you average 6 points a game for your career, or 10, or whatever the case may be. So he rode that wave because people thought it was funny, him going in on Matt and going in on Steven Jackson. And now he done grabbed his little cronies, and now he got them going in on him. And he went and found the biggest clown on YouTube.
Who's
to
that?
put it in his pocket. Casino for life. When I saw that, I said, man, he finished. He really don't know these YouTube streets. If he went and got that clown, like and he has now, of course, and Choke knows, Casino has been trying to attach himself to a celebrity for years. And now he finally got this Dumbo that done went and put him on his team to make him feel as though like it solidifies all these years of lies he been spatting on YouTube. This dude, I don't know if the hood trucker know this cat, but this dude has been, ever since he was telling story. What he did was, his claim to fame was, and this is how I start watching. I'm like I said, I admit when if I watch a dude, I'd be like, yo, I used to watch that dude. But the more and more I watched him, the more and more I said to myself, what the fuck are you doing watching this nigga? So, and then even I would sit there and I like tell my brother, right? I sat my brother down. I'm like, yo, this dude, he be telling like the rap beats of this, that, and other. My brother sat down and watched that dude one time, and he was like, to smack the shit out of you for showing me this thing, man. What are you doing watching this dude? And I'm sitting there, and then he finally got on to something with Kwame. Now he can get on Choke. He tried to create a fake beef with DJ Academics. DJ Academics paid him dust. He tried to then create a beef with Nicki Minaj of all. Stay creating beefs with women. He tried to create a beef with Nicki Minaj of all people. Then it's LeBron James. He wants to be like the black Skip Bayless. It's LeBron James. And he's telling these people that watch him, LeBron James sees his videos and he's calling the NBA because he don't want Casino to expose him in a video that had like 4,000 views. Who are you going to expose with 4,000 views on your video? How are you going to expose LeBron James? LeBron James. And there are people, the sad part is,
he said he know me, he met me.
He said he know Choke, he met Choke. He changed his story 2 or 3 times. First he said the fight. Then when the fight wasn't working, he said the fight party. You know, I don't know where it is now. They met him. I don't know where he met Choke at now, but he finally latched on to. You know, he's another one. He's been riding Stars nutsack for a long time too, and he finally got attention. So now he can turn to his foolish people that's been watching him and say, see, I told you I knew people in the industry.
And nobody knows him. He knows everybody, but nobody knows him.
But nobody knows him.
Let my man Levi come in. He want to shout out.
Good.
Yo,
Let me know. Let me know if my reception is cool. Y'all can hear me pretty good out there.
we can overhear, brother.
Word. I got a loud voice. Yeah. So I'll introduce myself to your audience. A lot of people know me from Levi for Kelly. I'm Rob's cousin, R. Kelly's cousin. And normally, when my cousin is introduced into a conversation, a lot of people like to sway off into his situation. However, I will say that this particular show is not about R. Kelly. My cousin will prevail. I'm working diligently along with others to see that he receives justice because of the injustices that he has been receiving thus far. Now, shout out to the Hood Trucker, your dude on here. What's up, bro? I'll say this that I've watched Choke's career for over 20 years, and I've had brushes with Choke in the NY. You know what I'm saying? I've run across him. He may not remember. We chopped it up in a restaurant before, but when I saw Kwame coming at Choke in a subliminal way, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Let me say this: that when I first started watching Kwame, I did a couple of videos commending him. And to be honest with you, I was kind of I was kind of naive in a sense where I saw, dealing with my cousin's situation. I felt that the media, because of the media propaganda machine that had attacked my cousin for over 3 years, I saw Kwame being similar to that when he started explaining his story, how he was being bullied, how the media basically castigated him and maligned him. Then I saw a turn. See, I'm from Detroit, y'all. Let me say this real quick. I'm from a city where, our city is divided from east side to west side. And a lot of times we shy away from east side dudes. Shout out Trick, what up? East side dudes are not welcome.
Detroit.
Yes, sir. However, yes, sir. So when I saw him kind of switch it up, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, this dude is fugazi. And I kind of went to the people and I said, look, bro, like this dude is not right. When I saw him talk about his child's mother and call her the B word, I knew that he wasn't a morally based dude. I knew that he was really fugazi. But then I saw his cult following growing and growing and growing. You feel me? So my whole thing was, I got to inform the people that this guy is on another, he's doing something else. I myself, being familiar with the conservative agenda, the Republicans, the alt-right, I spotted him and I said, this dude is really working for the Republicans. I think we all missed something in this conversation, and that is no one has asked themselves, how did this guy get over 400,000 subscribers so soon? Everybody know that's on this YouTube that in order for you to garner those many subscribers, you must your name, who you are, it must appear in individual search engines. Most of his following are females. Most females don't follow sports. In order for Kwame Brown to appear on your screen in your algorithms, you would have to be a sports enthusiast. So I was able to put one and one together, and I know for a fact it was the Republicans that gave him those numbers. I know for a fact that he right now is pushing a Republican agenda. I know for a fact right now that he is a huge Trump supporter. This is an experiment that the Trumpsters are doing because they knew that black social media was the biggest obstruct to their progress in 2020. They knew it was black social media that defeated Trump after the death of George Floyd. So my contention is, what I'm saying is to people, the laughing, the joking, how he is as a person, we have to look deeper at a Kwame Brown. And that agenda is a conservative, outright agenda. The flag, how he puts the flag over his shoulder in his videos, he introduced that flag. That is symbolic, brothers. That's symbolic. His whole devotion to the Trumpsters. He asked all of these people to come to Brunswick, Georgia. Brunswick, Georgia is where the brother Ahmaud Arbery was slain in the middle of the street. He was killed just for jogging down the street. Brunswick, Georgia, allegedly is one of the most racist places in America. They have a statue, a golden statue of Donald Trump. Google it. There's a golden statue of Donald Trump in a roundabout in Brunswick, Georgia. But this is where Kwame asked people to come to, and he praised Brunswick, Georgia. Kwame does not want you all to know his affiliation with the alt-racist, conservative, right-wing Republicans. I tell everybody, for all of those who have sent him their information, sent him shoes, he is only collecting your information. The black businesses, he asked all the black businesses to send him their information, but he doesn't even shout them out. He'll say, yeah, this hat that I'm wearing is from a black business, but he don't tell the people what black business it is. You feel me?
Hold on. I'm going to agree with you on that. I do product placement, been doing marketing and product placement for years. I've seen this dude every day go, yeah, this black business. Yeah, this shirt nice, right? You like what that say? What it, you supposed to say? And watch, he going after this show. He will do it every day after the show. We keep teaching this nigga. You know what I'm saying? Watch. This shirt right here. This shirt right here is from Choke No Joke Productions. If y'all want to get it, it's called The Real One. You know, y'all go to Choke No Joke website, ChokeNoJokeProductions.com, or y'all go to his Instagram at Choke No Joke Apparel. You can get this and other shirts like this. This nigga be like, yo, y'all like this black-owned business? Yeah, they sent me this. They done paid this dude to get shout-outs and everything, and he just, yeah, I wore your stuff, but he never shout them out. Continue, Levi.
Yes, sir. Exactly. He never names the company. So when you look at the Brunswick, Georgia connection, then you ask yourself, if Choke No Joke is giving a hip-hop, let's just say a shirt drive or a hat drive or a shoe drive, and Choke No Joke, wherever he's at, let's just say he's in New York, and he's telling people, all of his subscribers, we're about to donate shoes to all of the kids in these New York boroughs. Choke No Joke is not going to tell people, I just got a P.O. box. Send me the shoes to me. Because if I send my shoes to Choke No Joke has my name, he has my address. So what Choke No Joke would do, or anyone else would do, is say, hey, I hooked up with this shoe store, this shoe company, this shoe company. If you go on, they're going to give you a discount. Go through them, donate some shoes through that shoe company. No, he asked people to send him their personal information. A lot of these damn fools went to the post office with a box of shoes, sent it to him. Now, that's one source of the database. The second source of the database is for people when they donate to him. Your credit card information is being placed, allegedly, in a Republican conservative alt-right database. That's a fact. When you donate to him, then he says, send me your business. Send me your business cards. Black business men and women are the biggest and greatest threat to the races, allegedly, alt-right in America. Because guess what? Most people who own businesses, they vote. If you look at all of Google it, if you look at all of the Russian interference, and you look at what took place after Donald Trump won in 2016, and they bear witness, all of the major news outlets will tell you that the Russians targeted black social media people. They targeted black social media. They were able to illegally obtain their personal information by hacking into their accounts, their Facebook accounts, their social media accounts. So ask yourself a question. I'm going to be quiet because you know I can talk long. I'm going to say this and I'm done. Ask yourself a question. Why would someone, have you ever seen that on YouTube before, where someone says, send me a pair of shoes with your name, your goddamn address, all of your information? Now they have it, and it's all been a goddamn scam and a ploy. And I'll be quiet and listen to the brothers.
Allegedly,
right.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna say allegedly, and the views of Levi's mouth is not Joe's or the Hood Truckers or Heavenly Hollywood's. Everybody views their own goddamn view. This nigga is crazy. Hey, yo, but Kwame just got out of jail. How do you feel about that, Hood Trucker?
Do we know what he went to jail for? But whether or not we know what he went to jail for doesn't really matter, because listen, he talks about all these people. I mean, he wakes up in the morning, and I guess he just picks and chooses who he talks about. But any of the people he talk about, do they go to jail though? Is LeBron James going to jail? Is Don Lemon going to jail? Is who else he talked about? Is Matt Barnes or Steven Jackson or Stephen A. Smith? Any of them going to jail? Why aren't you in jail, homie? If you you talking about all these people, and he's going. Of course, he's going to play the victim, and he said he's going to go live and whatever else he's going to do, and he's going to somehow try to play himself as the victim, as we all know, and that's my take on it.
Well, what he did say was in his 2-minute video that he went live after he got out of jail, which I'm starting to believe that he's like addicted to YouTube. Like it's like a junkie to him, like a little kid with the phone. Because who gets out of jail and jumps on YouTube like, yo, I just got out of jail, y'all. That's why I've been missing. Like he just did a bid, like he just did 25 years. Like, yo, I just came home, son. You know what I'm saying? Yo, why you was locked up, Kwame? Yeah, man. Yo, nigga, I did fucking 6 hours up in the county with nothing but convicts around me. but I'm gonna assume that it has something to probably do with child support, because he said something about his kids. He said to his kids, like, kids, daddy's never coming home. Like Harlem Nights. But now I'm just paraphrasing. But he said something like, more or less, I would play it, but you know how him and his man starring them play, so I'm not going to play it. But he more or less, he said to the kids, I washed my hands. I'm done. As if, and that gives me the impression that it got something to do with him getting arrested for child support, because why would he tell his kids he's done? I don't know. We'll see, though. Have, what you think?
Jail, huh? I mean, I'll get on that. I'll answer the other question, though. You said, what type of dude runs to YouTube after he just got out of jail? You know what type of dude does that? The type of nigga that got drafted number 1 and averaged 10 points and 6 rebounds for his career. Listen. For this dude to have the nerve to have another dude talking about you, your kids, what type of father you are, and to be going to jail allegedly for child support, it just makes it all the funnier. It just makes it all the funnier. Choke, I promise you, this dude better not have been in jail for child support. If this dude was in jail for child support, I'm going to get on his ass till the roosters come up. If he was in jail for child support, after all of this, man, listen. Now, he has been arrested in the past. He's been arrested for drug possession or what have you. But the whole, I'm washing my hands. I did see that, what you were talking about. I'm washing my hands of situation or something like that, he said.
Yeah. And then he said also, when he was driving, he was like, yeah, to that girl, you know who you are. I know you set this up or whatever. He said, I bet you when I get home, I bet that my house is broken in and they took my computers and my drives and everything. I'm like, what are you editing movies or something? Why would they want your drives and computers? Who gets out of jail? And the first thing you thinking about is someone already broke into your house and you already thinking they took your computers and your drives. Who says that? Hood trucker, you shaking your head. What you thinking?
Listen, in the history of me ever going to jail, I've never been worried about my drives. So, Kev Gills came on and said that, you know, he broke the story about how he had a PPP loan. We don't know if he got arrested for PPP or something. We don't, you know, it could have been, we could be reading the fact that he said, you know, the woman that did this and my kids and all that. It could be he could just be spewing a bunch of stuff. So it could be related or it may not be related. I mean, we don't know until somebody can pull up the records and we find out exactly what he was arrested for. He didn't stay there very long, but you know, it is a little strange that he would be concerned about his drives and his computers. And why would you
think somebody went to go break in his house and take his computers and drive? Like, I get out, I'm not worried. So that means he just can't go on the vacation, right?
I don't know about that, but what's on them drives that you worried about?
He couldn't have been in jail more than 24 hours. And the first thing you're thinking about is you already anticipated someone broke into your house. And what they going in there for, they ain't going to steal all them sneakers that's in there. They going straight for your computers and your drives. Why do you think that coming straight out of jail? Why would you say that? And why are you jumping on YouTube immediately out of the pen? You ain't brushed your goddamn teeth. You ain't washed your ass. You got the funky bullpen smell on you. And you jumping on YouTube first to tell everybody in the world, yo, I just got out of jail. Y'all ain't knowing if I done got out of jail from a damn traffic ticket. And I don't know, man. Then Levi, what you think?
Well, let me say this. This is all allegedly. One thing we know for sure, if you go back to his video maybe a year ago, he said, he was talking about, he said, yeah, I owed a lot of child support. And he was talking about personal responsibility. And he blames the women actually for having the damn kids, basically. This is allegedly, but I've heard him say this on the video. In addition to that, as he's speaking, he says, you know, well, they're bringing me the child support. He was talking about one in particular one. And he says, but she don't have the money either, that told me that he didn't have no bread like that, which is his business, but he's still, I'm trying to break this down to y'all, bro. The dude, whether it was more than likely, allegedly, is child support, but let's deal with these computers and hard drives. Allegedly, from all reports on you could Google it, he's in litigation with Merrill Lynch. I've read the court documents. In the court documents, he's claiming that Merrill Lynch invested upward of $17 million of his money without his consent. And as a result of that, he lost $17 million. Now, the people that he's talking to get along, Kwame gang members, most of them, they don't know millionaires. They don't know people that got cake like that. People who invest in these investment companies, invest their money, they have to, Merrill Lynch being a very prominent, pristine company, they got to send you emails. They have to inform you every investment. They send you emails and they send you a spreadsheet and they send you the analytics. He's claiming that they invested this money without his consent. He's claiming that they forged his signature. Now, let's connect the dots. If all of a sudden my computer and my hard drive were stolen, now I can go to court against Merrill Lynch and say, well, what they're producing, I don't have it because my computers were stolen. Listen, y'all, and I know Choke, you know, he laughs and he says, Levi crazy with these conspiracy theories and things like that. But listen, brother, there's an old saying, just because I'm paranoid doesn't mean someone's not watching me. I'm telling you that this guy, he has crackish tendencies, like a dope fiend. He's a very manipulating dude. If you look at his connections with certain individuals, I'm not going to name their names, coming against Charlemagne, I'll say that. He's very manipulating, and he thinks like a street hustler dope fiend, like a crackhead, allegedly. That's how he thinks. Don't be surprised if I read, because a lot of them ain't gonna go in there and look at it, that his next submission as a motion in the Merrill Lynch lawsuit is that why my hard drives were stolen. Now let me say this, give me 30 seconds. If I'm locked up and I think somebody's about to break in my house, I'm gonna say to the sheriffs, yo, okay, y'all got me, but can you please send us a car by my home to make sure it's secure, because I suspect someone's trying to break in my home. And he even gave a threat, a physical threat. If y'all go back and look at that video, he threatened the woman. He says, I'm going to kick your drawers in your ass legally, and I'm going to kick your drawer. And then he stopped. And he said, let me be quiet. Means I'm going to really physically get at you. He's embroiled in a beef with one of his children's mother. Everybody heard him sit there on his show with tens of thousands of people listening and say that woman was sleeping with him and sleeping with a guy in college. He said, well, my son has to find out sooner or later. Basically, allegedly, your mama's a hoe. He sat there. That's what I walked away from, dude. Like, this dude is scandalous. So yes, it has something to do with the papers that he was served. He told everybody that the woman tried to get him killed because they served him papers at his house, which is every day people get served papers. He is a con man. He is a scammer. He is a right-wing conservative, racist, black Klansman, allegedly. And he's a dangerous dude. And a lot of people allow him to fly under the radar because he drops little hints and he says things, but watch and see. Those computers and hard drives, that's going to end up in that Merrill Lynch lawsuit. And I'll be quiet and listen to you intelligent brothers.
Ooh. He was right on point, man.
Bad, my mic was muted. My bad, my mic was muted. I was saying, yo, Levi, I wasn't laughing at you. I was laughing at Hev. I was watching him, and he laughing, cracking up over there at you and making me laugh. But Hev, go ahead.
He's right on point, man. Like, and I don't mean to branch off, but he's stating that the female was sleeping with him and sleeping with another dude while when I guess he was in college or what have you. Now, again, I hate to keep coming back to the same point, but if you are an NBA player, the one thing that will make a woman sleep around with someone else is if you're averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds and you're the number one pick in the world. Levi is right on point with that Merrill Lynch situation. And he brings up a very good point. That is going to come. I can see that. I can see that coming up, in this lawsuit that he has. He was so-called, like a lot of the athletes say their reason for not having as much money as they had is they all use that. That's like a ritual with athletes. Oh, I bested a financial advisor, took my money and invested it the wrong way. A lot of them have that excuse for no longer having the money like that they once had. I'm starting to believe that is a PR excuse. I'm starting to believe because too many dudes say it. All y'all niggas can't be that dumb. That every last one of y'all, I think I've heard probably 10 NBA players have that same reasoning for not having the same amount of money that they used to have. And they all say it was a financial advisor. I gave so-and-so certain amount of money and they, they invested it the wrong way, have invested. So with him mentioning, with him throwing, you asked Choke, why would he throw that out there? But just had, like Levi saying, to make sure he throws that out there. So it's out there. Oh, that's right. He did say somebody might break into his house and get his drives. So he has to put it out there. So later, at a later point, he'll be able to use it and then say, well, he did mention that. There'll be people sitting around like Carcino. He did mention that they took his drug. That's probably true.
Can't hear you, Choke.
The Hood Trucker, you want to chime in?
Yes. You know who is worried about hard drives? People that was on To Catch a Predator. I don't know anybody else would be worried about hard drives. You know what I'm saying? I've done many things in my lifetime, and hard drives was never an issue for me. This dude I think he mentioned, and I think maybe he might have been trying to get in a hood contest with me or something, but he said he was from the hood. So this dude took $17 million and dropped it off at Merrill Lynch's lap. I would never do that. Listen, I mean, I'm from the hood, and I would never do that. I mean, you'd be better off buying $17 million worth of crack and putting it on the street, because I'm not going to let you. First of all, everybody knows, okay, if Merrill Lynch, that's probably going to invest in stock, and everybody knows that the stock market is basically a casino. So, if you don't want to buy $17 million worth of crack, go put $17 million on red and on the roulette wheel and try that. I mean, you probably had better odds. You know what I'm saying? So now you didn't gave him your money, and now you trying to, get it back or whatever. I don't know. It's all speculation. Like, we don't know at this point. But I mean, that's the first thing that sparked in my mind. Oh, they're gonna go steal my computers, and because other thing. Remember when Oscar De La Hoya, that picture where he was wearing the lingerie? How did that come about? Maybe he got. I don't know. It's just speculation, but maybe he's got some pictures on there of that sort. I mean, we don't know. I mean, listen, again, who's worried about hard drives?
Not me. Not me. Hold on. Let me go back to Levi for a second.
Hey, yo, Hood Trucker say he might be cross-dressing allegedly. I don't know. Shit, that's too funny. Hey, yo, let me say this, man. Speaking of the gambling, see, guys like Choke, Hood Trucker, the brother, y'all crazy. Hey, yo, the Hood Trucker say, hell, he might be cross-dressing. But listen, guys like us are that guy's biggest threat because we're analytical and we think. I don't know if he's on there on the hard drives cross-dressing. I don't know if it's because of Merrill Lynch. But one thing I do know is that a dude wrote a book. And in the book, and I referenced it in my video on Michael Jordan, the guy writes a book, and he's talking about Michael Jordan's career. And he said that Michael Jordan, when it came down to Michael Jordan's gambling habit, when Kwame Brown was a rookie, allegedly, but is in a book, that Kwame was gambling with Michael Jordan at age 18. Everyone can confirm that allegedly Kwame Brown accessed at least $60+ million while he was in the NBA. Now, $61 million, you factor in taxes, say he walk away with $40 million. Then you fast forward, and he says that he basically says that he allegedly doesn't have the money to pay child support. I don't know any millionaires, bro, who owe child support. He said this allegedly. I don't know that. I've never heard of that. Yo, you gonna break that off quick, like what I owe you, boom, boom, boom. So when you factor in the alleged gambling addiction, and then you look at the fact that about a month ago, he says, I'm watching him. I don't watch him, but I just clicked it. And he's on there talking about how he has 9 flat screen TVs in his basement. And he talks about the football season is coming up and he gambles. Now, a lot of y'all gamble at work and people bet on the games, this, that, and the third. But I guarantee you 99.9% of people don't have 9 flat screens in their basement watching every game like a goddamn gambling house. The man allegedly is a gambling addict. Allegedly. And if you factor it in, like HoodTrucker just said, if you're going to give $17 million to Merrill Lynch to invest for you, which it is a gamble, which, okay, you lost $17 million in the stock market. People who are millionaires and multimillionaires, they lose hundreds of millions of dollars in the stock market and they move on. But if you notice with this dude, he just like a dope fiend, just like an addict, he blames everyone else for his faults and failures. The first step to a recovering gambling addict, drug addict, anyone is admission. You first must admit you have a problem. He blames his baby's mothers allegedly for even having the kids. He goes on social media today and says to everyone and says to his children, I wash my hands of you, meaning it's your mother's fault. I'm washing my hands of you. I don't care, brothers, what a woman does to a real man. I don't care if she takes him for child support. I don't care if she calls the police on him. Whatever she does, how the hell you gonna bring your babies, your children into that and say because of what she did, I'm washing my hands of my seed, my children? That's straight BS. It speaks to his character. The man is a dangerous man. I keep telling y'all that. And he's allegedly, he has sociopathic tendencies. This man psychologically, listen, psychologically, this man is, from a profile perspective, is a dangerous dude. Who says that to their children? Who tells their son on social media with 10,000 people watching, your mama was a hoe? Your mama was sleeping with me and this, and I used to hit it, and now she's married, and I still be hitting it, and she mad at me because I ain't hitting it no more, telling her husband, allegedly, that I'm sleeping with your wife. He did that. It's documented, allegedly. Meaning that woman's husband could have done something to her. He allegedly, he has violent tendencies. He has a problem with criticism. If anyone says anything about him, like Choke No Joke has always been kind of diplomatic. He ain't came at this dude, but he puts this clown on there talking about Choke. Yeah, acting like Choke. All them, listen, bro, all them go along, get along, Kwame gang members are cult followers. He is self-destructing right before their very eyes. That's a fact, bro. He's self-destructing. He can't take, and I'm going to say this too, and I'm not stroking Choke, but I got to say this, bro. Choke No Joke is a hip-hop legend. The nigga comes on his channel and says, I'm going to say your name, okay, Choke No Joke, Choke No Joke, Choke. Bro, we didn't even know Kwame. We didn't even know Kwame 6 months ago. I've known of him. I mean, he was a distant memory in our minds. I played against the Fab Five at St. Cecilia in Detroit. Trust me, any sports enthusiast who has played basketball will tell you Kwame Brown was the least farthest thing from their mind. But all of a sudden, you got 400,000 subscribers that you were given, and now you're such a celebrity that you're going to say, Choke No Joke, I'll say your name as if you are under me. No, Choke No Joke's name has been ringing through the streets for the last 20 some years. Dude, you faded off into obscurity. You're not even, you have newfound YouTube fame and you can't even handle that. In addition, I'm going to close by saying this. I'm going to give y'all something to think about as it relates to these women. Matt Barnes, he was mad because they teased him. Stephen A. Smith said he had small hands. I'm damn near as tall as that nigga. I'm a tall dude. I wear size 16 shoe. I wonder what size shoe he wear. If he had small hands, y'all know what the ladies say with niggas with small hands. So maybe that's his problem with women. If he got small hands, maybe everything else is small. I don't know. But he has a problem with black women. He has a problem with women. That's a fact. That's just food for thought, bro. Y'all think of joke over there cracking up. Y'all think about what I just said now, ladies. Shit.
Yeah, you have.
Six point 6 pounds and small hands. Oh, no wonder this dude is so upset. Listen, my whole thing is, and I'm pretty much gonna be done with it. My whole thing is the way they are now, and Levi hit it right on the head. He's got his minions and him stating, "Oh, you've been looking for attention, so I'm finally gonna say your name." What? And again, another good point that Levi brings up. It's not like Kwame just started. He has been making videos, but they wasn't hitting. If you look back at his videos, it's not like his first video was the one about Matt Barnes. He was just throwing, when he was talking before, people weren't caring. He's got other videos. If you look at his timeline, he's got videos. Some videos with 1,000, 2,000 views. Like if you go back to a bit, it wasn't until he came out with, talking about Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson, that's when that video went viral. So it's not like he has been making videos, for a minute, ever since, like he said, the around the election. He was making videos then. So for him to say that, oh, Choke looking for attention, and then have his other dude on there, the one that was trying to attach himself to Choke, and to say, frankly, you're just not big enough for me to. This is Carsino. You're not big enough for me to have a sit down with you. Again, Choke, I give you all the credit in the world, brother. I'm telling you, a better man than me. Because them niggas would not be worth my time. I don't want no sit down. I don't want no stand up. I don't want nothing right now but them hands. Because all of the times that you were trying to talk civilized to this dude, and he got these other dudes mentioning your kids. You got this old star posting your moms. Listen, brother, I understand, and you've always been a level-headed dude ever since I've known you. You've always been a level-headed dude. Like even sometimes I get pissed off watching something. I'm like, yo, why is this nigga more upset than what he is? You know what I mean? I get pissed off sometimes. But again, man, you've already attempted numerous times to reach out to this dude. He don't deserve you to reach out to him no more. I wouldn't ask for no sit down, no stand up, no nothing. All of them people and the people that sitting around, like I said, this really ain't none of my business because it's choke chat. But I'm watching y'all niggas. I know I'm screenshotting all you cats and all these comments and all this double dipping y'all doing on Choke's chat and then going back on this dude's chat and typing and like you rocking with him. Then you come back to Choke's, act like you rocking with Choke. I see all you clowns, man. And Choke, in closing, you a good dude. You try to do good for this chick. She's just a social climber, man. I think you hit right on the head. She's a social climber. She's been a social climber. She started with Charlemagne, who was a hood star. He wasn't the Charlemagne on Power, but he was a hood star. Everybody in that area knew Charlemagne. So in retrospect, he was famous then. He wasn't rich, but he was famous then. And then now she's branching over because I guess she believes what Star's saying, that Kwame is the bigger name now. So that's the real reason why she's branching off to him. And for her to allow her mother to sit and slay her tongue at you, that just shows me right there the type of, I look at her sideways now for the whole entire thing now. I do not condone anything Charlemagne has done or may have done. We don't know what he's done. We don't know if he's done anything. But for whatever he has done that is not right, hanging with 15-year-old or what have you, I don't condone none of that. However, the more and more this goes on,
me either at all.
The more this goes on, you start thinking like, I don't know. You know, that's the way you have to start thinking. But that's all I'm gonna say on that. You know, like I said, in closing, again, 6.6 rebounds. That's all. That's all y'all got. That's all you got to understand. That's it. And small hand.
I think he had at least 10 points, man.
I think it may have been 10. It may have been 10, maybe. I'll hit up NBA reference and get back to you.
Somebody said what made me question him is when he responded to a Snipebox dude like I saw him, but can't have a decent what? I can't even see. A decent man-to-man with Choke. Y'all welcome, no nonsense. All right. Thank you, K-Monet. Yeah, I understand that either. But Hood Trucker, you got anything you want to add?
Yeah, let me find out this dude wears a size 7.5. And 7 feet tall. Here's the thing. Like the way he treats women, I mean, he strikes me as somebody that not used to dealing with women. I think my headphones just quit. Hold on. Well, maybe they didn't. Because I can't hear. Can you hear me? Okay. This dude had on his Teespring account, right? This dude got a shirt that says backbeater. I don't know anybody, and okay, you I see your look on your face when I said that. Okay, how do you like? Okay, if he has a shirt on his Teespring that says backbeater, what do you think about when you hear that? What's the first thing that comes to your mind? Hold on. I think my headphones is
Oh, that's me. That's me now.
okay.
It's which color? It sound like Brokeback Mountain.
Okay, but I did a video and I was laughing at his entire Teespring spread, right? And he came back with a video that said, obviously you're not beating backs. That's a look, it's a little strange, right? What he was trying to say is blow your back out. You know what that is, though, right?
Yeah.
So
wear a girl ass out.
Right. So that showed me like I mean, I don't know if you've been dealing with a lot of women or something like that, but you tried to come up with this term that nobody's ever heard about and then clown me about it, right? So then when you talk about old boy that said that, I didn't hear this when he's talking about his baby mamas and all this stuff. When you deal with women and you deal with a few more than a few or whatever, right? Here's what happens in my experience. Like, let's say, for example, you've been dealing with a chick or whatever, and let's say her dude calls you on the phone. I'm not gonna tell on her and say, yeah, I've been smashing her, blah blah blah. I'm gonna say, like, I don't know how you got my number. I'm gonna avoid the whole situation because I'm not a hater. If she's doing whatever she's doing on the side, she had a dude, whatever the case, right? This dude goes online and spills the whole beans, right? He telling on the women and all of that. I mean, I don't know. I don't even know what that is. Like you mad about something and then you tell on the women. I mean, listen, it's bad enough if 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 you don't even know what the terms of
He probably do know the term, but
no. I'm saying backbeater. You don't know what that is. Like, you don't even know what you don't even know what the term is that you're trying to convey. Like, if you had a shirt that said,
you may think he's saying it right, but he might be saying it right for the people he deal with.
Right. But I think what he was trying to convey is blow your back out. Right. I think that's what he was trying to say, because he made a reference to that being. He said, obviously, you're not beating nobody's back out because you don't know what that term is. I didn't know the term because nobody says it. I mean, if you had a shirt that said blow your back out, then that would have been different. But he didn't have that. But as far as I mean, he just strikes me as someone who's just really bitter because he may not be good with women. He might have been rejected a lot or something. You know what I'm saying? Because why would you go on and tell all your business? Okay, I know plenty of people who have baby mama problems who don't talk about their baby mamas. That's between their baby mama and them. I don't know anything about it. Like, and to come online and say anything about it, I don't know anybody that does that. So to me, it's like this. If you get into if you have a problem with a woman, even your baby mama, if you deal with women and and it's not a problem for you, then you just move on to the next one. You don't harbor feelings so much to where you all online, you talking about this, that, and
Man, I don't know. These people want you to harbor feelings for the rest of your life. Let's see what Levi talking about. Levi.
Hey, yo, Hood Trucker hit it right on the head. And I'll say this, man, trust me when I tell you, as someone who's dealt with a lot of women, when a dude has dealt with a lot of women, you can look at a guy who's a person like Kwame Brown, and when you see them lashing out at women, when you see their whole character when it comes to women, if you notice something, dudes that's dealt with a lot of women, I'm being real with y'all. I'm just keeping it a buck. They're more laid back. They're not as they're just laid back dudes. Hood Trucker, choke no joke. I ain't getting in y'all business. I don't know y'all business. Me, you laugh, you joke, you have a certain demeanor about you. He's very uptight when it comes to women, and he hates black street guys. because in his mind it's the black street guys. Let me quit. I'm gonna quit trying to be so goddamn analytical and diplomatic. The bottom line is that the nigga ain't got no swag. He doesn't have any swag, and as a result of that, he is mad at the world, bro. His hand size is his hand size. Most guys, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, I let it be known when I'm talking to females. I may be at dinner. I'm like, damn, it's hard for me to find shoes. I wear size 16 shoes. Most guys that's extremely tall, they gonna let people know what size shoe they wear because that's going to, women gonna be like, damn, you wear size 16, what's up? You feel me? And trust me, I'm blessed. You feel me? This dude has some kind of physical shit going on with him. Small hands, small feet. Keeping it real. And as a result of that, he lashes out at women because apparently, I'm just saying allegedly, he hasn't been able to keep women because he's not doing he's not doing it right or whatever. I don't know. But I tell you this, that man, without a doubt, has a problem. He has a problem with street guys. He's not an authentic street guy. This is why, if you notice, he uses street slang to cover up for how he really talks. So when you watch this show, every other word is bitch nigga. Every other word is hood shit. Like he'll use hood slang. He will even reference gangster rappers. Shout out to such and such. On one of his lives, before he started it, he was standing in the hallway. He had his pants sagging, and he was singing, I think, one of Master P's or Cash Money songs. And he's there, I'm about to try to act like a thug. But he's not a thug. So when Breonna Taylor was when she was murdered, he said, well, that's because she was dealing with them thug guys. She deals with thug niggas. She deals with dope dealers. Because he hates street guys because he's not an authentic street guy. He's a nerdy, gumpy, just a nerd ass nigga who should stay in his lane. Ain't nothing wrong with being a nerd. He should stay in his lane, quit trying to pretend that he has a street acumen, that he's a street dude, that all he knows is street lingo. That's all he knows, but he's not a street guy. A man 40 years old and made millions and millions of dollars, bro. 40 years old with millions and millions of dollars. Either you gonna be a player. Listen, man, I didn't make it to the NBA. I didn't. I'm a tall dude. But had I made it to the league, Holly, man, my body list would have been all of them. This guy, you cannot show one, if you Google him, one fine ass female black celebrity that he kicked it with. You feel me? He wasn't kicking it with any of the 5-star black celebrities, bro. Ask Rick Fox, ask these other dudes how many you see him in the pictures with him. He couldn't get no play. He's mad at the world. He's mad at Stephen A. Smith because Stephen A. Smith pointed out, dude, you had small hands. You couldn't grip the basketball. And that's why he's upset, because he wasn't getting played. He was probably allegedly tricking with the white girls or whatever, tricking. But as far as him being listen, I'm not saying a player is something to be.
I don't care about if he's swinging or not. That shit matters to me. Wait, why do you feel that he's a Republican? How do you know why do you say he's the Black Klansman?
Well, documents confirm that. But let me say this on what you just said, bro. Don't no man care what another dude is carrying in the bedroom. But what I'm trying to show y'all, I'm gonna ask you a question, is that guys be having problems, bro. They be having problems from the bedroom to the streets because they have what's going on with women. This man is on there talking about black women, calling them bees and and talking about I'm going to show you, and he's mad, he's frustrated. So I had to bring that out. As far as him being with the alt-right, it's common sense. If you all look at the Dave Chappelle skit on the Black Klansman who was blind, that allegedly, that is a total depiction of Kwame Brown. He's like a Black Klansman. He has a problem with
his name is Clay Gizzy.
And that's him, bro. That's him. And all you need to do is reference when our sister Breonna Taylor was killed, an EMT worker minding her business in the privacy of her own home, and listen how he talked about her boyfriends. If you play the Black Klansman Dave Chappelle skit and you play what he said about her boyfriends who are only street dudes, it's the same. If you put those two together, Dave Chappelle in the skit was like, kill that nigga, kill it, nigga, kill it. And he's doing the same thing, bro. He's saying the same. If you a thug, if you a street dude, if you a dope dealer, then you get what you get. You was dealing with a dope dealer. It's the same mentality, bro. In addition to that, when you look at the documents, when you look at the Federal Commission election contributor website, and this is allegedly, but this is public knowledge. You go on there, you look at it, you will see where he was a major contributor to Trump after George Floyd was, prior to and after George Floyd was murdered, when even people in the Republican Party had turned on Trump because of his racism and how he carried it. He was still donating to Trump. It's an organization called Win Red. It's called Win Red. It is WINRED. If you look on the Federal Election Commission website for donors, he was donating to Win Red. I can venture to say.
Wait. You say so if it's that simple, and you saying that he donated to Trump and Win and all this stuff, that should be public record. Is that something that I could pull up right now so people don't think you cap? Because you just said a lot of stuff tonight. But and now that right there, a public donation, can I pull that up right now where people can see? Hold on.
Yo, better, yeah. While you were talking, I'm so swift with the gift. You put your email in there the other day, and I copied it. I just sent you the email of the governmental public website that you can go to right now in real time. Punch it up, put the name Kwame Brown, and you will see that he is a major donor to Donald Trump and a major donor to this organization called Win Red, which is donating to Win Red allegedly is like donating to the KKK. Win Red is one of the most racist organizations, and when you do your research on Win Red, WINRED, I can venture to say, if God is my witness, no cap, bro, no cap.
What's the website?
It is the Federal Election Commission. If you punch it in there, check your email. It's the Federal Election Committee or Commission. Matter of fact, I'm about to tell you exactly what it looks. I could walk you through it, B. I could actually walk you through play by play.
All right, hold on. Pull it up right now.
All right, pull it up, bro. I'm gonna walk you through it.
Now, if this ain't up here, you know you.
Hey, bro, I call it how I walk it, how I talk it. I research this stuff. It's part of my career. This is what I do for a living, B. And I'm telling you, this guy, if you pull it up, you're gonna see. It's public knowledge. It's no violation because it's public knowledge, bro.
Okay. So I got some website.
Okay, now you're gonna see where it says contributors information. If you're gonna see where it says contributors information. It's the Federal Election Commission. And then it's going to say recipients. and it's going to say contributors details, the contributors information. Once you put any American citizen's name in that box, it's going to take you straight to who. You got it up there, bro?
Yeah, I got it on.
Okay, I'm about to put on my big screen now. It's gonna blow you away, man. It's gonna blow you away.
Now, when I go to the homepage, where I go?
I'm looking right now.
When I go to the homepage, use that.
Okay, I muted it.
Yeah. When I go to the homepage, go to what?
When you go to the homepage, you're gonna see contributors. Okay, I'm looking on the screen right now. You're gonna go to where it says
look up contributors.
Contributors. There you go.
Okay.
There's gonna be a box there where you can put any American citizen's name in that joint.
All right, right here. Donations.
Donations. There you go. Now you see on the left.
Left.
It's I think on the left. I think it says contributors details. Details.
Let me put this link in for everybody. So they could go themselves. All right, good.
All right, when you put in Kwame Brown,
where at?
I think it's on the left. I'm looking at your screen right now. On the left, where it says
recipient name on it.
Recipient would be the person who received the donation. So it's going to come up. That's going to come up under the Donald Trump
contributor.
Yeah, contributor. There you go.
So you put the name in there.
Put the name in there, bro. Put Kwame Brown.
Is it going to pull up any personal information?
No. It's going to pull up if he contributed to any of the Republican campaigns.
No data.
Okay. You must be in the wrong area. I'm about to do it with you. I'm about to go. I'm about to go right now. There we go.
Not looking good for you.
Let's go. You about to see, bro.
So this all donated is win things.
Win red is one of the most. This is gonna blow you away, bro. All right. All right. Okay, listen. You might have to go back to the first page because I want to make. Well, just keep doing what you're doing.
I'm back at the first page.
You're back at the first page, and so am I. Okay, the first thing you want to do is go to, boom. Okay, you're gonna go to campaign finance data on the left.
Campaign. Yeah.
Okay, you want to click that.
And then what happened?
Campaign. Okay, now would you look up contributions from specific individuals. Click that.
Okay,
Word up. Okay. Word up. Now, contributor details.
Yeah.
You're gonna go to. Okay. You're gonna go to where it says contributor details, name, Put in. I'm gonna do this. Okay. Put in where it says contributor details, Kwame.
Yeah. You know it could be a Brown.
No, I'm gonna prove it. Let me see here.
See nothing.
Okay. I done already screenshotted it, bro. So I know what I know. You feel me?
He said something. I got to give him the benefit of the doubt. I got to research.
It is. All right, here we go. You got the contributors details.
Sound looking good for you, buddy.
Oh no, I'm on it, man. I'm on it. Trust me. Here we go. Okay, here we go. I got it. Let me find it. Y'all let the hood trucker talk, and I'm gonna find it and tell you exactly where it's at. It's a click.
It's gonna take that long.
You guys keep talking. I'm about to find it.
Hood trucker ain't looking good for him. Hood trucker. I don't know.
It's all good. So, you know, sometimes, you know, the technical stuff, it gets a little technical sometimes. You know how I go. But, you know, look, like I was alluding to earlier, this dude talk about his baby mamas and all that. Listen, when you, it's like this. When you used to dealing with women, so that you get, let's say you get pissed off at the one you're dealing with. If you don't have no problem getting another one and you get another one, why would you be worried about the last one? So as far as baby mamas and all that, you know, you skeeting, whatever, all of it, and you mad at them and all, I mean, go get you another one. So you don't have to worry. You don't have to get, listen, whatever you, okay, child support, whatever. Okay. I made $65 million, whatever. Okay, you good. So I'm gonna do that. I don't know why. You know, all that's a problem all of a sudden. Unless, I mean, you gave, okay, if you gave Merrill Lynch $17 million, why couldn't you give your baby mama something? So they don't have to come at you later. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's what somebody's saying right here in the comments. Later. That's what somebody's saying right here in the comments. He can donate to who he wants. That's what somebody's saying right here in the comments. Later. That's what somebody's saying right here in the comments. He donate to who he wants.
Okay. Let me say this. I'm glad somebody said that as I looked this up. Listen. So basically, what you have is somebody saying, if he wanted to donate to the Ku Klux Klan, he can do it. That's his right. See, that's the mind of a cult follower. That is. That's his right. I ain't got my TV on, bro.
Yeah, it's an echo though.
Go ahead.
Was that me or you?
That was me.
All right, bet. Now, when someone says, here's a guy who is pretending to be pro-black. He's asking black business owners to send him their information so he can promote their businesses, which he's not doing. Here's a guy who claimed, if you listen to his commentary, yeah, y'all following after your white zaddy and the white man this and the white man that. This is what he sells them on. The individual who just said he can donate who he wants to donate to. What they're saying is that if they discovered that he actually was supporting the KKK, they would still rock with him. Even though he's on one end telling black people that he's pro-black, but on the other end, he's supporting white, racist, extremist causes. That person who said that in the thing is saying, I don't give a damn. I'm a fool. I'm probably a female that said it. I'm just a love-starved woman who has found a virtual boyfriend. What you have to understand is most of Kwame's followers, these women, are love-starved. They're impressed at the fact that he used to play with MJ. They see him as a productive man. This is how he's fooled them. They see him as a guy who gets out on tractors and cuts down trees. But if he's a productive man who has made over $60 million at one time, why is he sitting on YouTube all day? Why does he allegedly owe child support? Why is he asking you poor black women to send him money? Why does he even have a cash app or a source where you can donate to him if he's a productive man? Why isn't he taking care of his fucking children if he's a productive man? So that kind of cult mentality for a person to say he can donate to whoever he wants to donate to, basically what they're saying, I'm going to follow him regardless. And what you black women should be doing is cleaning up your goddamn houses, because most of y'all, I can tell by your comments when you come on my channel and you defend Kwame Brown, I can guarantee your houses are fucking filthy, probably got roaches. You're not yourself. You're sitting watching a man that...
Hey, brother. No, we ain't gonna be judging people because they like Kwame Brown. Man. I ain't got no roach-infested people over here. Easy, brother. Easy, my nigga. We ain't got no roach motel mamas over here, nigga. This is not that channel, Levi. Slow down. God damn it, nigga. I'm gonna bring you back now. Chill out with my ladies. Or the Kwame ladies. If they like him, don't mean that they got to have roaches, bro. Chill out.
No, listen. Man, let me tell you something. When I read the comments, how they come at me, how they come at Hood Trucker, how they come at you, how they come at anyone who opposes their leader, I don't hold back. But I'm going to respect your channel, so I'm not going to say what I would say on my channel. But at the same time, I'll say this. Most of them have a virtual boyfriend, and they don't care what he does, even though he's deceiving the people. Bro, listen, all the things that I've said on here today about him getting people's personal information, having them send them shoes, everything that I've said about him calling his baby mama a B, putting her on blast, saying that she was allegedly a hoe, saying to his son, well, you got to find out sooner or later your mama was sleeping with me and another dude. All of the things that I have said doesn't mean anything to people. Now, I'm not talking about your people. I'm talking about his people. Does it mean anything to people? He talks about the Hood Trucker. He sneak disses him. He disses him. But he says, I'm not going to say your name because he knows that the Hood Trucker has his number. He knows that you have his number. I have his number. So on my channel, and I'm going to respect your channel, I don't play fair with people who don't play fair. If they cheating, I'm going to cheat. You're not going to cheat and I sit here and play fair and lose. You take the dude, I ain't going to say his name, the one that's coming for you right now. He's not playing fair, bro. That dude is not playing fair. The way he talked to the guy from the Zulu Nation, that guy is emotionally scarred. How that dude talked to him, he's not a deep.
You talking about Star, right?
Yeah, he's Star. He's not playing fair, my dude. He talked to that guy who is emotionally scarred like a dog. Listen, bro, that guy after that conversation with Star could have committed suicide. Star, and I'm saying this is not, the views and opinion are not choke no jokes to anyone else. This is Levi from Levi for Kelly. Star is a cutthroat dude that don't play by the rules. He manipulates. He's a scorn guy. He's a bitter dude because DJ Envy basically and Charlamagne the God are in a certain position that he feels he should be in. So he's like a caged fucking animal, and he'll do anything to you or anyone else in retribution. That's who Star is. So I'm not going to disrespect your channel, but on my channel, guys like Star, I call them straight out. I call them what they are. I don't play around with them. I heard him tell the guy from the Zulu Nation, who you think you talking to, a YouTube nigga? A Star. What are you? What are you? What?
Not on terrestrial radio no more.
Not only terrestrial radio, you're not on those shows, you're not doing anything on television. Your claim to fame, Star, you are a YouTube nigga. So he's upset and he's bitter and he's like a cornered animal. He'll do anything. He's cutthroat as they come. And that's allegedly. That's my opinion. So all I'm saying is that I think, with all respect to you, Choke, these guys don't be playing fair with you, bro. These guys don't be playing fair with you. I've seen you extend a olive branch to Kwame Brown, who is in bed with Star. He is Star's right-hand man right now. All of them are together. But when you speak, and I'm just saying this as constructive criticism, when you speak to Kwame Brown, I believe that you approach it with a degree of naivety. You're naive in a sense. Kwame Brown and Star are the same thing. Birds of a feather flock together. The way that man called himself disrespecting you on his show yesterday, come on, bro. These dudes, there's no compromising with them. There's no extending an olive branch to them. There is no trying to be civilized with these uncivilized bastards, bro. That's all I'm saying. Don't expect anything from them but betrayal, cutthroatness, deceit. They'll stab you in the back just as soon. Listen, they'll stab you in the back and then jump in front of you and say, ooh, who stabbed you? Ooh, and try to act like they caring for you or they're going to give you care, and they're the ones that stab you in the goddamn back. These are cutthroat individuals, bro. I'm not saying, I heard Star himself say he has a history of drug usage, allegedly. He said that. I know the other guy has crackish tendencies. These guys are cutthroat. These guys get it how they can get it, bro. And when you understand, listen, bro, you're not a naive guy, but I think that you give these people the benefit of the doubt and you try to be cordial, you try to be nice, you try to appeal to a humility and a humanity that doesn't exist within them. That is nothing about them that will ever acquiesce or come over to you to say, I'm a human being, let's sit down and talk. Fuck talking. These guys don't care about talking. They're ruthless. I saw the young lady, her mother, her video talking about you. And let me say this. Everything that woman, Jessica Reed's mother, was saying, I could tell that it was written for her. She was reading a script. And allegedly, I would bet half of the shit I own that Star wrote that script, allegedly. He's manipulating every piece on the chessboard. But I, being from Detroit, nigga, we are master chess players. You could never manipulate me. Star is cutthroat. He has an axe to grind against you. And I want you to think about this. The real problem that Star has with you is that you're not cutthroat. You have a heart. He doesn't possess a heart. And whenever you find someone who doesn't possess a heart and they're dealing with someone that has a heart, it's going to be a problem. People get into relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. The husband may be heartless and the woman is a decent woman. It ain't going to work out. Whenever you're dealing with someone that is a cutthroat person, all they want to deal with, the only people they respect, the only people that they congregate with are people who are just like them, cutthroat as hell. So the marriage between Star and Kwame is a natural marriage. They're the same goddamn thing, addictions, a history allegedly, a history with addictions and drugs and shit, gambling. You feel me? They're the same thing, bro. Tell me what you think about what I just said, man.
You hit that on the head. I agree with a lot that you said. I think that even Tasha K and Star kind of is similar in their ways. You know, that's why a lot of people was telling Kwame not to go on Tasha K because they felt like she was going to do him dirty, which she hasn't as of yet. But they thought that she would do him like Star did me. I mean, little did I know that Star was, you know, that cutthroat. I don't even want to say cutthroat because he ain't like he's stealing nothing from me, but backstabbing, maniacal type of person that would all everything he asked me for, I helped him with. As far as once he called me and asked me, yo, can you meet with this girl? I didn't know that girl. He asked me to meet with her. You know what I'm saying? And then now when I think back in hindsight, every time that I was shooting with her, he was on the phone with her mother because he would call me and say, hey, well, Jocelyn said that you and Jessica did it. Y'all need to do this, down to after we finished shooting the whole thing and was getting something to eat. We posted a picture with us like, you know, smiling. Yo, you got to take that down. She can't be smiling. She can't be smiling. so it's like, yo, Star, that incident happened like 18 years ago. Why can't she smile right now? Like, we are grateful that we got through this whole thing, ordeal. But to make a long story short, to answer your question, never did I think that he would do what he did and try to spin it as if I was going after Charlamagne and everything when Charlamagne's not stupid for one. He knows where this is coming from. So all that extra agenda stuff, but I'm glad that she's back over there with Star because God works in mysterious ways. I'm telling you. And if she feels if they looking at what Star is doing to me right now and they feel secure with him, even knowing that he manipulated them into the video from last night. If they feel secure with a man like him over me, God, it ain't no telling what God has in store for them. You know what I'm saying? But let me let the hood trucker holler.
Okay, where do I start? Okay. Levi had some valid points. The dude is, I mean, you can tell like when you deal with real people, you can tell when somebody's not genuine. Like for example, like I latched on like with the Joe Brown thing. Like, I mean, a lot of people don't pay attention to detail. I'm very detailed, and I pay attention because you know, I've been in a situation. I know gangbang, and I had to go through situations where I have to make sure certain things around me are what they are because it could be detrimental to my health. So I pay attention. So he early on he said that somebody was trying to send him something happened to his phone or something, and somebody tried to send him a phone. He said, let me know if you sent that phone because I can take my phone back. And to me, if you're a millionaire, why do you give a shit about who's sending you what? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and the other thing, as far as we go back to the Merrill Lynch thing, why is you investing so much in Merrill Lynch that if something happens to that investment, you're gonna be scrambling? He talks about codes and coding and trades. I think that's the most ridiculous thing on the planet, because if you look at it, he didn't even know that truck driving is not a trade. He said, maybe you didn't do trades or whatever. Okay, if you any city in America, any major city in America, if you live in even if it's not even really a major city, if it's something close to a major city, because Fresno, where I'm from, is not a major city, but they have apprenticeship programs. They have carpentry, electrician, cement mason, all of that. But guess what? They don't teach that in high school, or what he's talking about. They don't teach no trades ever in the history of high school, ever. It's like shop class, and maybe you might have a mechanic class or something, but you're not going to be able to go out, leave high school with those classes and be able to get a job. So I don't even know what he's talking about when he does that. He's just talking. So, and then you talk about this shoe drive. He talking about he had 6,000 shoes. Okay, then why you didn't have a video, since you want to show everything, of 6,000 shoes? You just got arrested, and it took you all of probably 30 seconds to get on live and tell us about your arrest. But you talk about 6,000 shoes, and yet you don't show 6,000 shoes. I know boxes because I deal with them every day. That was not 6,000 boxes. Or even if you say 6,000 shoes and 3,000 boxes, because you have 6,000 shoes, which are 3,000 pairs. None of that it wasn't even close. So again, these people be following this dude because they need somebody to follow. I mean, if you look at some of the leaders that we've had recently, trash. I'm not going to name some of the leaders that we have, but I mean, listen. What I will say is this, because I've already made mention to it. If you have one of the founders of Black Lives Matter, and they take the liberty of having, I believe it was a $250,000 a year salary while they was doing the under the guise of Black Lives Matter, and then she takes $3.6 million and buy real estate in white communities. I mean, I think there's a distrust in the Black community as far as it comes to leaders. And so if you have a guy that is being bullied pretty much, and then he fights back, I think that's where the influx of a bunch of subscribers come from. Could be that they were given to him, like Levi suggests. I mean, who knows? But sometimes people want to latch onto that, and there's such thing as a herd mentality, and there's also such thing as a conformity. Herd mentality is like this. Have you ever went to a club and you see a bunch of people standing outside, right? And then when you get in the club, you say, "Damn, there's more people inside. There's more people outside than there is inside." That's because they want to show like there's some interest there, and there's so many people inside that they keep the people outside. That's by design. So, and this and there was another example that I saw that where, if let's say you have two restaurants next to each other and it's a bunch of people in one restaurant and there's nobody in the other, most people will gravitate towards the one with a bunch of people inside as opposed to the ones that's empty, because they assume that this one is better than that one. So if you got a guy on the internet that's been the victim of bullying, I mean, we can call it that, and then he fights back, and all of a sudden he's got 400,000 subscribers, you might want to gravitate towards that. I mean, because he had a nice little rise. I mean, he go 200, then 300 to 400, right? And it was in a short period of time. But here's the thing. I forget the name of the channel, but the name of the experiment is one of the oldest experiments in the history of experiments, as I think it's psychological experiments. And it's called the ASH experiment. It's ASCH, ASH. And what it does is it shows how people are so willing to conform with a group, right? So they had this. The Ash experiment deals with lines, right? So this other channel, I can't remember the name. I'm sorry, I can't remember the name, but I think it's a YouTube dude or something. Anyway, they did a variation of that experiment, and what they did is they took 6 people, right? 5 of them were actors, and the 6th was a real person. And what they did is they said, we want to do an experiment on this drug that we're giving people about the hallucinogenic portions of this drug. So again, 5 people were actors, one real people. What they gave them was straight tap water. So when they gave these people this tap water, 5 of the people said they had these hallucinogenic stuff, right? And they had one was seeing stuff, and it's like kaleidoscopes and all that. And then so you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the 6th one is not the actor. He said, "Oh yeah, I'm seeing. Oh, I don't know what's going on. There's ghosts flying around." So right, and they said, "Okay, sir," or a person, or because they did a man and women, and they said, "Listen, we gave you water. We did an experiment on whether or not you would say you were going along with these people or not, right?" And listen, after they revealed that they gave them water, they still wanted to perpetrate the lie, right? So and that's crazy. So and I looked at some others like, why would somebody do that? It's narcissism. So you don't want to admit ever being wrong, right? So you don't want to admit in public that you lied, which is the same thing that Kwame Brown does. It was just the same thing that a Kwame Brown supporter does. Listen, I said on my channel, in order to follow Kwame Brown, you have to be a bigot and you have to be a hypocrite, because he says hypocritical stuff all the time. He wakes up in the morning and thinks about other men while he's talking about other men that talk about other men.
Other men, yeah.
Right? He wakes up in the morning like again. I did that video on colorism. It had like 300 views, and it took him 3 minutes to start talking about it. So you wake up in the morning and you talk about other men that talk about other men, you know, and you hypocritical, and then his followers do the same thing because like in my comments, and look, if you comment on my channel, I'm hollering at you, right? And I'm gonna hit you with something that you're probably not gonna expect. And a lot of times, what they do is you slick hair weasel. They mimic what he say, and they come in my channel and say whatever he said, and I hit him back with, "Oh, you're not gonna talk about the facts, though, are you? Right? You're not gonna look. I'll be like this. You're not gonna talk about the facts, right? You're not gonna discuss the issues. You're just gonna talk about my hair and my skin color and whatever else." That's what I'm saying, and that's what he does. That's what he does, and that's what his followers do. So you have to be, you have to be a hypocrite, and you have to be a bigot in order to follow this dude. And you know, that's why I be at him. That's why I be at him like the way I do, because if you're going to claim to be a black leader and be about the people and all of that, then you got to be about all people. You can't decipher whether or not you want to be for only certain type of black people and then disparage other black people. Because he said, "I knew you wasn't black because you're a hard worker." What does that say? What does that? I mean, okay, look. Okay. I'm a biracial.
That means you're either Jamaican or Mexican.
Okay, look. I'm a biracial person, but
Right.
I mean, what is that? I mean, I'm not. Okay, let's say I'm a darker skinned black person, right? How would I don't know how I would take that. Like you not. I know you wasn't black because you're a hard worker. So you're saying hardworking people are not black? I know plenty of hardworking black people who look like, okay, you might say, look, he don't look black. I don't know what he is. I mean, people like Mexican people come up to me and they speak Spanish. You know what they do? They give me the I say, look, no habla español.
Yeah.
I get it from everybody. So look.
Yeah, it's a stereotype, and he's stereotyping people.
Right.
You know, and that's not fair because I know women that got 3 jobs and go to school.
And one of my subscribers has said, if you would have been a woman, then they would have called you the Black Queen. I said that's probably true, because you know when you look at I did a whole bunch of research, right? Do you know that if you go on dating sites like Tinder or POF or any of those, do you know that Black women are the least likely chosen from those websites? And then do you know that darker skinned women are even less chosen than light skinned women? But Black women as a whole are chosen less, but lighter skinned women have a preference or chosen more often than darker skinned women. So darker skinned women are at the bottom of the totem pole, and then light skinned women are next, and then there's everybody else.
That's crazy.
So
not in my book.
Right. But what I'm saying is that Kwame Brown perpetuates bigotry, and that's why I go so hard at him. He said, "Why you keep talking about me? I don't understand why you keep talking about me. I don't talk about you. I don't say your name because you're a bigot, dude. You're a bigot." You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be that if you're gonna claim to be it's we the people. He said, you're gonna see where your money going. Yet he doesn't release the super chat figures. Okay, if you're gonna say donate your money and then you're gonna see where your money going, then where are the super chat figures? That's why I got on the super. People say you pocket watching. Okay, then don't say that. Then the people gonna see where your money going. Then you know, like everybody on YouTube welcomes super chats. That's what we on here, right? But if you say you're gonna say where your money going, then you are implying that you're gonna take this money, and he's supposedly supposed to be a millionaire. Then you're gonna take the money that you donate and we're gonna put it to use, right? That was never intended for child support, though. You know what I'm saying? It was never intended for that. So who knows what's going on? But listen, you in a battle with Merrill Lynch for $17 million. Has anybody ever said that this dude has spent $17 million on a business? Like, why would you just give your money to Merrill Lynch? I mean, that's the stupidest thing I could ever think of. Listen, if I come from where I come from, I'm not giving $17 million to nobody to do nothing with. Listen, I'll take $17 million and buy t-shirts. I'll take $17 million about crack, heroin, water, like the water boys do on the corner.
Buy crack and we're not gonna buy heroin.
I'm just saying anything's better than Merrill Lynch, though. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? It's better than Merrill Lynch. So you know,
I don't agree with that either, but no drugs is better than anything legit.
But look what happened. He lost it. Why would you hand over $17 million? That doesn't make any sense to me. I'm not okay. Even from the standpoint of this, okay, crack is bad and don't do that, right? I understand. Let's don't do that. But how about let's not do this either? How about we take 1 million and give it to Merrill Lynch? Let's take maybe 7 million and put it in the bank, and let's take whatever the balance is and invest it in real estate.
Right, I got you. You're right. Let's see what Levi's saying, because I know he's ready to get out of
there. Yeah, crack is whack. Crack is whack. But listen, I feel the hood trucker and I understand what you said. But Kwame, Choke is about to put some respect on my name because I found it, bro. As you go back to the Federal Election Commission, I found that I know what we were doing wrong. And I'm going to show you the mistake we made. But if you can go back to that homepage, bro, I'd greatly appreciate it.
No, you got. I'm trying.
Listen, bro, you got to put some respect on my name. I want people to think I be saying stuff that's not true. I'm about to show you this joint if you have time. But in short, what the hood trucker said when he said, "Well, I knew you wasn't black because you're a hard worker." Who says that, bro? Republicans. That's the Republic. That's the conservative alt-right. You know what I'm saying? That black people are lazy, bro. Everything about this dude is the same as if you listen to him and you listen to the Republicans. Now, I heard a young lady speak on us. I ain't gonna say her name, but she has a YouTube channel. She was talking about him, and she was saying, "Well, there's a guy that rides a truck. They be talking about him. There's a guy who speaks. He's long-winded talking about me. There's a hip-hop dude, and she talked about you." But when it came to Kwame, she said, "Why do you even respond to them?" She was defending him. So what y'all have to understand is that most of the sisters, the black women, are impressed because they think he's caked up. They think he used to play with Michael Jordan. But the truth of the matter is that if you look at, like the brother said, he's a contradiction. If you look at how he plays them, it's unbelievable. Listen, I'll give you an example. He put my cousin.
Real quick. Go to the website.
Excuse me. Yeah. Okay. I'm on here right now. Now, when you go back to the home page, you're at the home page right now. You scroll down. When you scroll down where it says, like you did before, you're gonna go to campaign finance data, and you're gonna go to look up contributions from specific individuals all the way to the right. Okay, we right there together. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you what we were doing wrong. If you look where it says individual contributions, right up under that, there are three, you should have three boxes there. If you close those out, close all three of those boxes out. At the top, right where it says individual contribution, you close those three boxes out, same way we did before. And when it says contributors details, if you put Kwame.
Wait. Right here. Individual contributor.
Yep. Now up under that, you see those three boxes that's there, them three where it has X's. You got to close those, knock those three out the way. Knock those three out the way.
Okay.
And then on the left where it says contributor details, and you put Kwame Brown in there. And y'all, all of those who are listening, this is public information, no violation.
Hold on, let me put this in the chat. So these people see for themselves.
Fair Use Act in full effect.
Fair Use Act in full effect.
Okay. Now when you knock those three boxes out and put Kwame Brown under the contributor details, you're gonna see when red, you're gonna see three Kwame Browns pop up. And you're gonna see Georgia as the state, and you're gonna see retired.
Okay.
Whoop, there it is. Nigga. Put some respect on Levi's name, y'all. All right. And you're going to see when red. If you click his name next to when red, it's going to show that he donated to Win Red August 27th.
You can see the donation already.
There you go, bro. It tells you everything. He donated to the Trump Make America. I'm gonna sit back and listen and let you read it for yourself, B.
Trump Make America Committee.
Wow.
And Win Red. Wow.
There it is.
Oh, we know where you have to go.
What the fuck?
Y'all niggas got money.
Wow.
Stupid ass niggas. Y'all sending this man y'all money, and he's supporting Win Red is one of the most racist organizations allegedly that you could imagine. Hey, there it is in black and white, baby. You feel me? This is No problem, bro. If I talk it, I walk it, B. And this is why, if you notice, when Hood Trucker was just talking, y'all, not one time did Hood Trucker refer to Kwame Brown in a derogatory way. He didn't call them bitch niggas. He didn't talk about kicking his drawers in his ass. He didn't talk none of that. Hood Trucker, if you listen to what he said before I started speaking, for 5 minutes, he was speaking articulately, intelligently. He was breaking them down. This is what these people do. They want you to do what the brother Hassan Campbell did. They want you to argue with him. They want you to say, I'll F you up, F you nigga, and all of that talk. While if you approached it from an analytical, intelligence standpoint, like Hood Trucker was speaking facts, what the brother Choke just showed, the Federal Election Commission, I got this information from a dude who was a conservative dude. And I asked him, I said, well, bro, you donated to Trump. How is that information accessed legally? Isn't there a public domain? And he directed me to the Federal Election Commission website. When I put Kwame Brown's information in there, I wanted to vomit. August 27th, 2020. George Floyd was murdered May 25th, 2020. April, May, June, July, August. 3 months later, while the country was going up in flames, while the protesters were out on the street, while even members of Donald Trump's cabinet resigned, staunch conservatives walked away from Donald Trump. Everyone knew he and I know Trump. I know how you feel about Trump from a political side, Choke. I follow your joint. But what I'm saying to you is that he's not going to tell his people, these pitiful black women who are sending him their money, he's not going to say, oh, by the way, I donated. Now, listen, I got to say this. That money that he donated allegedly was part of a PAC. It's not about the individual donor. It's about, I'm a part of a PAC. Win Red is an organization. And when you do your research on Win Red, Win Red did the same thing that the Donald Trump University did as far as scamming money. They had to return a lot of money to a lot of the Trump contributors because they told them, normally you check a box if you want to contribute every week. They said, check this box if you don't. They tricked them. And all of these people, Google it. You better see the articles. You'll see on YouTube, you better see the reports. CNN reported on it, where people's bank accounts, money was just pouring out of their bank account. They said, why? And come to find out, Win Red was the organization that was taking them for their money. Kwame Brown, allegedly, this is Levi talking. It doesn't reflect Choke No Joke or his brand or his station, his channel. Kwame Brown is the same thing as that character that Dave Chappelle portrayed. He's a black, blind Ku Klux Klansman. He's inundated. He has self-hatred. All you got to do is listen to. All you have to do is listen to when he goes into the zone and he starts talking about, I was poor. I was in a lunch line. See,
we all got lunch. I ain't say before. In my project, we always part of the you live in the project. You lived in the ghetto community. All part of the lunch program.
There you go.
This thing belongs to this thing.
There you have. Let's talk about this boy thing. So, since you are a, there you go. There you go. Boy, he refers to black men as boy. I heard a few women say on my channel, well, he's from the South. That's the way they talk. We all know brothers and sisters from the South. We've seen Cash Money, Master P, Ludacris, Outkast, 1,000 Atlanta rappers from the South. They diss each, some of them diss each other, some of them go at each other. You never heard these black rappers, UGK, Pimp C, refer to another brother as boy. So don't bring that to me. Don't bring that to me. Y'all try to make excuses just because you from the South. You ain't gonna refer to another black man in the same lingo that white racists refer to them as. He despises black people, and this what I just showed you under the Federal Election Commission confirms it. I don't have to talk about it no more. I'm giving it to the people. It's public information. This dude is a straight up alleged black KKK member, but he's an anomaly in a sense where it's like when the Fed sends someone in to infiltrate an organization or the CIA. You're going to send someone that looks like them. You're going to send someone who talks like them or pretends to talk like them. You're going to send someone who is undetected. And this is what I keep telling y'all. And as the time progresses, you're going to see my words come to fruition. It is an experiment. Donald Trump lost because of black social media. So they sent him in and he talks all of this black talk. He keeps their attention by talking about, I'm going to kick your jaws in your ass, you bitch ass nigga. He does all of that. But I guarantee you, as the elections approach, he's going to tell all of his followers, either don't vote at all or vote for the conservatives. He's a dangerous dude, bro. He's a dangerous guy. And this is why he's able to join forces with someone like Starr. He is. Starr is an atheist. He say he's an atheist. Starr don't even believe in God. Now, God, I didn't say G-O-D, but damn. How can you sit and listen to a man who tells you to your face, I don't believe in God? Anyone that doesn't believe in God will do anything, everything. They have no moral compass. And this is who Kwame joins forces with. And Choke brought this out. Every one of Starr's enemies are now Kwame's enemies. They're the same thing. And to be more poignant, if you really think about America, the alt-right conservatives, the so-called religious wing of the alt-right conservatives, talking about God and listen, I live in an all-white community. I live in an all-white community, a conservative community, bro. Every conservative community in America, all white, from the history of America, they have churches. But what black people understand is that all of these churches, 95% of the churches, you couldn't even attend back in the 50s and 60s and even the early 70s. And even now, they'll look at you like, what are you doing up in here? You feel me? I'm here to worship Jesus like you. They'll look at you and say, get the fuck out of here. So really, they don't believe in God. Every slave plantation had a church on it. When they enslaved us, it was the ship Jesus and church and them. Everything is God to them, but they do everything that is antithetical and contradictory to the word of God. So these people don't believe in God. Their God is the dollar bill. In God we trust. So Kwame, when you look at the comparison and you compare it and you look at how he thinks just like Starr, Starr's an atheist. Kwame is an alleged black KKK member. They're all the same thing. And this is what I do. I look at the comparison. I look past what they present. I look at the fact that you have Starr hating DJ Envy. And then you look on Kwame's channel, he's going at DJ Envy. What did DJ Envy do to Kwame?
Nothing. Charlemagne is the one that said everything about Kwame. Envy, I don't even think he even chimed in. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, bro. In addition to that, that man talked about DJ Envy's wife. Kwame Brown talked about DJ Envy's wife. And DJ Envy didn't do anything to that man. But he goes on his channel and he says, I only speak on people who offend me and who bully me. Now, I want to say something on real quick on the Hood Trucker's point. When he said that people were attracted to him because he was bullied and he said all these people came against him. Listen, anyone, God forbid, a lot of brothers can relate to this. If you talk to a guy and you beefing with a dude and that guy say, okay, shoot, you gonna say, shoot me a fair one. We men, let's go outside and do it. If that guy, when you walk out there to fight him one-on-one, got 5 other guys with him and they all jump you, that's a horrible thing for 5 or 6 guys to jump one dude. Okay, a year later you like that, they all jumped me. I was in a hospital. They all beat me down. Well, if a year later you are in a situation with another dude and that dude say, let's go one-on-one, what kind of person would you be to have 5 of your dudes jump on him? We all gonna get him. See, that's how I knew he was full of shit. If he was bullied, if all these people did that to him, why did he come around and then establish his own gang? When he talks about the go along, get along gang, he established his own gang. And now, if you disagree with him, his gang will attack you, which means what Stephen A. Smith, Charlemagne, whatever they did to him, as far as I'm concerned, you deserved it. Because that guy who was jumped by them 5 guys, for you a year later to have your dudes jump on another guy like that, that means you deserved it. Most people would say, oh, no. This happened to me before. So I'm not going to let my homies jump on one guy because I experienced it. And when the brother Choke understands this, and I'll say it again, you are not dealing with ethical, stand-up, moral individuals. These people have no depth to them. Where they won't go. They're dirty, they're cutthroat, they're conniving, they're deceiving, and they don't have any moral compass. It is your moral compass that prevents you from doing certain things. I've never done a threesome. I've had several opportunities to do a threesome. But my moral compass and my religion, and I ain't gonna say religion, my spirituality and my devotion to my God, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna go down that road. I heard Choke the other day say he never did cocaine. It is because of your moral compass. Star admits to being a cokehead at one time. And the way he's talking all reckless, I think the nigga relapsed, to be honest with you. But when you look at these guys, they have that in common. Addiction, no moral compass, and no true belief in a higher power, the Most High, the righteous God. They're godless people. They're cutthroat people. And sometimes when I'm watching Choke, I be like, damn, I understand you extending an olive branch, but do you know who you extending a fucking olive branch to? You extending an olive branch to niggas that don't give a fuck. These niggas will slit their own mama's goddamn throat. They will slit their own mama's goddamn throat under the right circumstances. That's who you dealing with, bro. So I don't play around with them, man. So y'all, I'm gonna be quiet and listen to y'all because y'all know I can talk all night. Go ahead.
I learned the hard way. I learned the hard way. And you're right. I definitely overly extended myself, but I know now. But I'm gonna let the Hood Trucker wrap it up so we can get up out of here.
That website was a hell of a revelation. Shout out to Levi. Hey, I mean, look.
Facts, Levi. You definitely cleared your name, nigga. We put some respect on it.
Put some respect on that nigga name. I mean, it makes sense that he would do that because look, Kwame's platform only works if he has an adversary, right? And if you look at the contributions to all, like you go down the list, right? And Choke, good looking now because I got the link. So I'm going to use it. If you go down the list and look at who he's contributing to, listen, okay, the Trump contribution. This dude was caught on camera saying that he grabbed women by the coochie. And Christians and a large portion of his supporters just flatly overlooked that, right? Just overlooked anything that pertained to that statement. And even so much that when you went to a Trump rally, you had women that said, you can grab me by the thing and then pointed the arrow down to their private parts. I thought that was amazing. So you see the same thing going on with a Kwame Brown supporter. I be roasting them. I mean, roasting them in the comments, and they keep coming back. And I hit them with facts, and they hit me with appearance. Go take a shower. You slick back weasel, you Rick Wolf, you cloud chasing, everything under the sun, but the issues. None of his supporters wants to debate me on the issues. Kwame Brown himself be in my comment section, and specifically, I asked him about him saying that he knew I wasn't black because I was a hard worker. I don't know what gave him the indication I was even a hard worker, because I don't have any videos on my channel that shows me doing hard work. But obviously, if he thinks I look like I'm a Mexican, which I'm half Mexican, which some of his supporters have said you're the Mexican trucker, and don't want to acknowledge that I'm Mexican and black. So he may be feeling the same type of way and want to say that I'm the Mexican trucker because I look possibly more Mexican than I do black. And that in and of itself determines whether or not I'm a hard worker or not. So, I mean, he actually said this, and he's mad because I took the video and I put it in a colorism video that looks at people who say bigoted type comments about people from the same ethnicity, but or who happen to be of fairer skinned. Like, for example, Marcellus Wiley, who's a darker skinned dude, was disparaging Colin Kaepernick, who's a lighter skinned dude, for feeling as though Colin Kaepernick couldn't possibly feel the full weight of the black experience because he's of a lighter shade. That's 100% colorism. And if you're a colorist, you're a bigot. And that's why I go at Kwame Brown the way I do. All of the other revelations, as far as being, if you're donating to Republican organizations, I guess that makes you a Republican. You said that Candace Owens had a WAP. Who's thinking about Candace Owens' WAP? Listen, this dude strikes me as has no swag whatsoever. If you're talking about Candace Owens' WAP, Lord Jesus, of all the people's WAPs on the planet you could talk about, Candace Owens would not be the first on the list. Number one. Okay, you talked about Breonna Taylor like it was somehow her fault. you want to get at Tommy Sotomayor for talking shit about your deceased mother, why are you talking about Breonna Taylor, who's deceased, and somehow implicate her boyfriend because you said he was a real nigga for sagging his pants? First of all, we don't even know he sagged his pants. That was your words, right? And secondly, you're not a real nigga if you sag your pants. That doesn't make you a real nigga, right? To me, where I come from, you're a real nigga if you don't set you up to get robbed, or you don't have sex with your boy's girl and all that. That makes you a real dude, right? That the fact that you sag your pants does not make you a real anything. It just makes you sag your pants. That's all it does.
And I see some stereotypical nonsense.
Exactly. And that's what he does. And that's why he said, I know you wasn't black because you're a hard worker. I never showed any hard working videos on my channel. So what does that say? That means that you must, because he also stereotype. So he was and so after that he said you needed to get with a Mexican queen because she would have worked hard to get you to do the trucking thing.
Yeah.
So you associate. So if I'm half black, half Mexican, you associate my Mexican side with hard work because you said, I know you wasn't black because you work hard, and then you need to get with a Mexican queen so she can work hard.
So us black people don't work hard?
According to Kwame Brown, you don't. I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Which is absolutely ridiculous. Which is absolutely ridiculous. You know what you know what that is, right? In my industry, the trucking industry, everybody that I've ever worked for has the same idea that black people don't work hard. He's buying into that. That's not even okay. If we're black, you take offense to that. You don't further that notion. You don't encourage that. You don't do that, right? It's only if you want to separate yourself from that. Like these people over here, these Mexicans, they work hard, but our black people don't work hard. I mean, look at Kwame Brown. I seen a video where Kobe Bryant, who's also black, who also worked hard, who also was the first in the gym, who also was the last one to leave. That's the epitome of hard work. Like you're a multimillionaire and you're getting up before the sun even come up to go shoot basketballs in a gym before the practice. You're required to be at practice, and then after practice you do more shit so that you can be the best you can be. Kwame Brown doesn't know anything about that. I mean, the gentleman that we had on earlier, he said 10 points per game and 6 rebounds. I heard 6.6 points per game. I also heard Kobe Bryant say that they were in a game once that he was trying to pass him the ball and he kept dropping the fucking ball because he was so damn nervous. And he said that when they traded him and they got Paul Gasol, that he was so happy about getting a real basketball player finally that he jumped on Paul Gasol's back and said, "I'm glad you're here."
Damn.
I saw that video on I don't know where else to find it, but I saw that video on Tommy Sotomayor's channel where the audio is shitty, but you could kind of make out what he's saying. He's basically saying like he was like, "What?" He was like, "Damn, like, dude, like." I don't know how long he was even in the league at that point, but are you nervous about catching a ball? So he was. I mean, you can imagine that. I mean, this is a guy shows up at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning to go shoot basketballs to be a better basketball player. And here's this guy. That's why he was mad at Shaq, because he said Shaq didn't work as hard as he's supposed to work. He said if Shaq worked as hard as he was supposed to work, he would have been the best player on the planet ever lived.
Right.
Because Shaq is not only big as hell, but he's athletic too. And he said that because he didn't work as hard as he should have, that was to his detriment. And so you can imagine that if if you play with Kobe Bryant, who shows up at 3:00 in the morning and doesn't leave till probably 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, you know that's not you. And then you have this stereotypical Republican whatever, right? And you think that Mexicans work hard, but black people don't. You're gonna further that narrative, and then you're gonna use that.
Give everybody your info so we can get out of here.
Okay, the info is the Hood Trucker on YouTube. Just pull up the Hood Trucker, and Instagram is the Hood _Trucker. The _Hood_Trucker on Instagram.
All right, Levi, give him your info.
TheHoodTrucker.com.
Hey, yo, my YouTube channel is Levi, the number 4, Kelly. Levi for Kelly. That's my information right there. That's my channel.
You got anything you want to end off?
Well, you know, if you ask me that, I'll be talking for 30 minutes. Listen, man, let me say this. I'm going to end it.
30 seconds.
All right, bet. F Kwame, F star, birds of a feather flock together. And trust me when I tell you, the information I gave you guys tonight, I'm telling every blogger, whoever, spread that information on the Federal Election Committee. It tells the story of this guy, Kwame. It really puts it in black and white. Fuck all of the joking and the laughing and kick the drawers in your ass. Don't be distracted. He is a black KKK member, allegedly, from my vantage point. That's my closing statement.
All right. Hood Trucker. I don't know. Appreciate both of y'all brothers coming on, man. We got to do this again sometime next week. Shout out to my man, Heavenly Hollywood. Y'all can hit him up on Heavenly Hollywood on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube too, man. We're gonna do this again. I enjoyed it, man. I hope you had a good time, Hood Trucker.
Absolutely. One last thing, y'all can hit me on thehoodtrucker.com too. So, what did y'all think about the discussion? Y'all can hear me now. Comments are still froze. Maybe I have to let it catch up. Let us catch up a little bit. Had a nice little discussion with Choke No Joke, with Levi for Kelly, and I forgot the other gentleman's name, but he had some very, very poignant points, very good points. The revelation. Okay, I'm African American from Chicago. Okay, let's go. Look at the channel. Okay, it's caught up a little bit. Okay, let's. Okay, here we go. Let's catch up a little bit. Okay, my point is he can speak. Okay, my point is he can't speak on black people. He's Mexican. Oh, we have a bigot. Oh, I'm gonna say the other word. Have a bigot in the midst. Okay, I do reckon James Hudson. There you go, the bigot guy. Dignify no more of his BS with any more attempt, whatever it is. Such a waste of time when we as a people have way bigger fish to fry. Hope after tonight y'all done with him. Relegate a persona non grata. Look, Stacy, this dude is Mexican. You know, when they go to race and all that stuff, you already know that they're intellectually or not only intellectually but factually lacking, for lack of a better word. Okay. Donald J. Trump just had a press conference pretty much laying out that America will be opening very soon, and this invisible enemy was damn near successful as their evil plans. Look, here's the other bigot. Same guy. He's a Mexican. As if that means anything about my points, though. Does that really mean anything? Like, okay, if I'm a Mexican, does that invalidate any points that I make? Kwame kicking your draws on live. I mean, if he's mentioning me, yeah. If he's not mentioning me, what is he really doing? Nothing. Shut your ass up. Black people can't even speak for themselves. BLM proved that. They did buy real estate in the white community, though. I don't know why they did that. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, why would you do that? I don't know. Okay. Trump coronavirus and COVID-19 has run its course and it's regressing as we speak, although there are Democratic states where they want to keep fear rolling. Let's talk about it. Do you know that there are vaccinated people that are dying from COVID? It's not like people want to keep saying that it's a conspiracy or something, but there's vaccinated people that are dying. What's wrong with Mexicans? Absolutely. What's wrong? I'm both. So I don't understand your point. I'm saying what that you are jealous and whack as hell. That you are jealous. I don't know what that means. So I'm not even gonna speculate. That man ain't no KKK. Right, because KKK is not gonna let you join, but that doesn't mean that you don't align yourself with the KKK. Kwame laying you out on live stream. Nobody cares. Dude. He's not mentioning my name. Did he mention my name? No, he didn't. So nobody cares. I'll go look at it later. I'm African American from Chicago, Illinois. I know about Latin Kings. Okay, cool. I enjoyed it, brother. For real. Okay, absolutely. I enjoyed it too. We had a lot of revelations. Levi defends Kelly for sleeping with underage girls. Levi defends Kelly for sleeping with underage girls. Trucker, your credibility is shot. Listen, if you have a loved one and you don't necessarily believe that they did what he's accused of, why wouldn't, I mean, you're not going to defend him? I mean, listen, ultimately what happens in court determines what's going on. If you support your family member, I mean, is that a bad thing? Or are you going to just desert him? Like, what are you supposed to do? I mean, you're supposed to support your family. If he believes he's innocent, like, I mean, listen, Christians believe that Jesus, a lot of, I shouldn't say all, but a lot of Christians believe that Jesus is white. You don't condemn them. So you're going to condemn somebody for believing that your family member is innocent and fighting for that? Listen, it'll turn out in the end whether or not what's going, is true, like, guilt or innocence or whatever. And we'll see. Levi going to have a over Trump coming back. Levi going to have a over Trump going. I don't know. I wish I would prove you. Why are you denying your Mexican heritage? I'm not. But you're saying I'm Mexican. You're saying I'm Mexican as if dismissed the black side. If anybody's dismissing or not acknowledging anything, it's my black side. You can't say I'm Mexican, but I can say that I'm black because that's what I associate with. I can say whatever I want. I'm black and Mexican. You can't say that I'm Mexican, though, because you're denying my black side. Anyway, it was great. All four of you did a great job. I hope you do it again next week. I do too, because, listen, it was a informative discussion. Oh, he said so much. I don't know if you're trying to be. I have Mexican brothers. Awesome. I have half Mexican brothers. You out the truck? Absolutely. It's my day off. Absolutely. Nothing should be about color. that all fake. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. You a Mexican and trying to stick your nose in black people's business. Look, you the one. You listen. You the one that said I'm denying my Mexican heritage and you denying my black heritage. You know why you would do that? Because I'm hitting you on valid points. You don't have valid points to defend your online crush. You ain't ADOS. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. Stop coming with the goofy shit. James, one of Kwame's mammies. Yeah, James, one of Kwame's. There you go. Sublime. The low IQ bigot with zero comprehension skills. Absolutely. I totally agree. Levi defends Kelly for sleeping with underage girls. Trucker, your credibility is shot. Okay, how many times are you going to say that? You said it already. I told you my stuff was frozen, and you already said that. But again, I explained what's going on with that. Peace. Peace to you. This guy again, you can't speak on black people. Why? You can't speak on black people means that I'm hitting you hard, and you can't stand it. Levi defends Kelly for sleeping with underage girls. Trucker, okay, here we go again. Jesus Christ, how many times are you gonna say that? Get some mods, Mr. Hood. I don't need any mods. Also, the guy who Kwame, I love you, and received no response. I bet they did. Okay, there you go again. How many times are you gonna say that? Do you have nothing else to say? Okay. Okay, we've asked and answered that already. Where? Shit. Damn. Am I that far behind? Oh. Damn. I'm that far behind. This shit is like 1,000 years behind. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's get more towards it. I apologize if I didn't get to your comments. I really do. But the screen was frozen and y'all just okay. Let's go back a little bit. Phased. Okay. Let's go back less far than that. Okay. How can you say black? Clearly, you look Mexican. Because what I look to you is immaterial. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't care what I look like to you, right? Because it doesn't matter. After this, I might go watch some Roland Martin Unfiltered. I don't like Roland Martin either. Sup, bro? Heard you don't wash your drawers. I wish you the best. Let's see. I wash my drawers on a weekly basis, but guess what? I have multiple pairs. I don't just have one pair of drawers. So if I don't have only one pair of drawers, then I can go shower and I can do everything else when the opportunity presents itself, because I mentioned that, there are certain times when people don't have access to a shower, and it's not just truck drivers, it's military and it's wildland firefighters. So it's that's all I know about. I'm sure there's more than that, but you want to make a joke out of people who do work, right, that you benefit from every day. That everything that you eat on your plate came off a truck, you asshole. It's court documented that married Aaliyah when she was 16 and R. Kelly was 29. He did that. It could be. It could be, Doc. It could be. I don't know anything about that. But here's the thing. If they were married, it was legal. So how can you be married and it not be legal? So apparently it was legal. You may not like it, but apparently it was legal, because you can't have an illegal marriage in the United States, period. Sorry, you can't do it. I might watch Kwame Brown video 100 times. Who gonna stop me? Go ahead. And you're gonna waste all that time. He said it. These people young, Hood Trucker, you can tell the way they talk. Absolutely. 100%. This dude meant this. They left 4 laugh emojis and something must have been funny. Okay. One drop rule, Jim Crow era, do your research. 100%. Facts. That's a whole fact. See, this is what I don't get, Hood Trucker. Was committing a crime on live, trying to give away stolen grapes and wasn't arrested. I don't get it. Okay. Let me ask you a question. What evidence do you have to say that they were stolen? And if I stole it, why would I give it away? That doesn't even make any sense. But you weirdos will do anything to try to disparage me. Because that is, first of all, on its face, it don't make any sense. Why would I steal something to give it away? Who steals to give it away? Do I look like Robin Hood to you? Get out of here, dude. Now, don't go around trying these white people saying you're white, knowing that you're non-blonde hair, blue eyes. Now, don't go around trying to these white people saying you're white, knowing that you're not blonde hair, blue eyes. I have no idea what you're talking about. What kind of bird doesn't fly, Joe? 100%. Dude, you are sick as hell to think it was okay for him to marry a child. No. If they got married, it was legal. It's the law. If they got married, it's not a marriage unless it's not a marriage unless it's a marriage. And you can only have a marriage if it's legal. That's not I didn't make up the rules. They did that. I didn't do that. Shit. You mad at me for? I didn't do it. R. Kelly was peeing 14-year-old babies, but Levi don't want to talk about that. I mean, he hasn't been convicted yet. And that's his cousin. So you can't say, listen, I don't know. Listen, before OJ got acquitted, everybody thought OJ did the murder. He got acquitted. So what? He did something afterwards and did whatever. He got acquitted for that. If that's the standard, then you got to stand by that. And everybody thought he was guilty. So, under that standard, what the fuck are you talking about? He's not even been to court yet. Why did you respond to trolls? Because I do. I love it. I love it. You know this dude is really to shut down. Please do proofread before you send the message. Okay. Coming from an interracial, he said this fact. Don't try to lie to these white folks. They know who you are. Kwame Brown just got out of jail. Don't really follow exactly. Okay. Continue this convo. Yeah. Somewhat. Okay. Somewhat again. Okay. Apologize if it's a little slow. Okay. F white supremacy. Absolutely. Bye. Goodbye. And Kwame Brown got arrested for child support today. Deadbeat ass. We don't know. He didn't say. So, is there any verifiable evidence that he got arrested for child support? He was talking about his hard drive. So I'm not sure what the hard drives. Listen, if you're talking about hard drives, who's really interested in hard drives other than people that you might find on To Catch a Predator? I don't know. Just because it was legal does not mean it was right. Jim Crow law was legal too at one point. Stop, dude. You're making yourself look real bad. He had no business with a damn child. You're absolutely right. But as much as we don't like the Jim Crow laws, they were the law at the time. So as much as you don't like the fact that somebody could marry somebody at 16, if that's what happened, that's a legal thing. And you got to take it up with the law. Don't beat me up. Why you beating me up about it? Don't beat me up about it. I didn't do it. Shit. And there was a law. If they made a law that I could slap police or something, I mean, you gonna get mad at me because I'm slapping police? You're a lunatic. Okay. Just because it was legal doesn't mean okay, you're gonna say the same. How many times are you gonna do that? I don't like people do that. I said, look, I agree. I am not a judge. Cosby was innocent. I repeat, I am not a judge. Here's the thing. Cosby got off on a procedural matter. He did admit to a lot of stuff. So that's what it is. They take your kindness for weakness in a way. Yes, they do. R. Kelly is nasty and was spreading herpes to children. Allegedly. We have to say allegedly because we don't. I mean, is that a proven fact? I don't know. Don't get caught up in reading troll comments. A lot of these trolls suffer from mental health. You're absolutely right. But it is what it is. I say my mission is justice, not English. I don't care if my English is broken. If I just like disparaged you, I apologize. But I mean, it's kind of hard to read, and we're trying to get these comments, and I can't. Sometimes I can't read them. He's on live blaming his baby mom. Absolutely. Did anybody expect that he would do anything different? Might be taxes, legality, morality. 100%. Because there's some laws. There's some things that are laws that are not moral, in my opinion. How do you not follow your interracial? I do follow my interracial. There's no but. He was 29, old, and you justifying by saying it was the law. I don't understand what you're trying to say. Justifying it because it was the law. I mean, what? There's a they got married. If it was legal, I mean, listen, the politicians do that shit all the time. It's legal, like you can insider trade if you're a politician. And then because of a legal loophole, it makes it legal. But you don't complain about them. Lord Jesus. United States are named Mexicans and Indian names. You're right. Absolutely. Why didn't Levi talk about the baby that broke down on the witness stand pregnant with her fourth child because R. Kelly turned her out? Because we weren't talking about R. Kelly. We were talking about Kwame Brown. That's why. Dumbasses. Okay, we could be dumbasses. I am a part of the jury duty. I don't know anything. Okay. Levi don't want to talk about none of that. We weren't talking about that. We were talking about Kwame Brown. We weren't talking about R. Kelly. Stay blessed. Thank you. Appreciate that. Democrats created the KKK. I don't know if they created it, but back in the day, Democrats were really bigoted. Let me put it that way. Take a bath, you stinky trucker, and stop paying those lot lizards. Okay, is there any evidence of that? See, I come with evidence, and you'll come with jokes. That's fine. Well, what do you think about R. Kelly saying thing? I am not a prosecutor. What do I think about R. Kelly? I saw the video. Right? I'm not a fan. I mean, listen, to see Trucker, man, your credibility is shot at anyone but Levi. Why is my credibility shot? I mean, am I on trial here? We're talking about, okay, you want to bring what Levi is doing for his cousin into discussion about Kwame Brown. Listen, do you think that everyone that talks about any subject is completely clean? I'm not clean. Nobody is 100% innocent of anything. Listen, I've done things in my life that are cringeworthy, and I'm willing to say that. Am I going to tell you what they are? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. But I mean, you could look at me a certain way if I told you some of the things I've done. Listen, but that's not even him. That's his relative, and he's supporting his family member. Like, what do you think you're gonna do? You gonna just leave him hanging? You're awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. James Clark. Levi is the man's brother, not Kel's. Come on, people. Y'all tripping for real. Levi is the man's brother, not Kel's. Don't understand. Let's see. Like I said, I just left off Kwame Brown's page. I do not choose sides. Okay. They trying to set you up with these R. Kelly comments. Listen, right. But that ain't me. Like, we wasn't talking about R. Kelly. It wasn't the topic of conversation. It just happens that the guy that supports R. Kelly was chiming in on Kwame Brown as well. I mean, you can conflate that all you want to. Doesn't make it right or nothing. Levi got all the time to talk about Kwame, but don't want to discuss the two boys that have come forward that he met at McDonald's when they were 17. He don't want to discuss that. That wasn't the topic of discussion. We wasn't talking about that. We talking about Kwame Brown. Why you want to bring all this other stuff in? Again, if I robbed a bank back in 1972 and I talk about Joe Biden, you're gonna bring up the fact that I robbed a bank in 1972? Come on, man. That has nothing to do with that. While it's true that KKK are predominantly Democrats, they didn't create the KKK. This claim has been refuted already, verified by. Okay, I mean, again, there were a lot of bigoted Democrats back in the day. Absolutely, 100%. Please don't act like these baby mamas are not trifling in some evil. Yeah, but do you have to disparage them online? Yeah, you could be pissed off at them, but do you have to disparage them all over the internet? I speak broken English. That doesn't stop me from being stupid. I hope that you didn't think that I was saying you were stupid. I just didn't understand your comments. Trippy as fuck. Okay. James, go tell Levi on his page. Absolutely. Because again, whatever's in these people's past has nothing to do with the conversation. Like, why? Like you people want, like a lot of people want to. I won't say you people. I sound like I'm something that I despise. Would you bring Candace Owens on your show? Absolutely, I would. Absolutely, I would. Here's the thing: you guys think that because a person has a certain what's the word I'm looking for? Position politically, or they've said some things in the past that we shouldn't bring them on and talk to them. That's. I mean, what are you scared of? Are you scared that you might not be able to articulate your points correctly or whatever? I'm not intimidated by anybody. Yeah, absolutely, I would have Candace Owens on my platform because I'm gonna roast her. I'm gonna roast her. She probably would never come on mine because I'm a roaster. I'm gonna roast her. Have you done some research on me? You will realize I am not clean, but what I did in the past does not make me the person I am today. No, I didn't do any research. There's so many comments. I have no time to research nothing. I just commented. Okay, here goes this guy again. Why didn't Levi discuss R. Kelly's own kids and ex-wife turned against him? You have to really have fucked up for your baby mama to turn against you. Because we weren't talking about baby mamas. Why you want to bring that into the conversation? We weren't talking about baby mamas. We're talking about Kwame Brown and his Republican support. Why are you not speaking on that, weirdo? Lunatic. Yesterday I was a monster. Last night I suffered from my consequences. Today I'm a new person. Okay, awesome. Well, I commend you for that. You double talking now, Trunker. You was just talking about Kwame and Candace. I don't like Candace, but she has some good points on some topics. Please point those out. How am I double talking though? I don't like Candace. People at home don't take showers. Yes, and the people you look, the people are telling I ain't taking showers, probably don't take showers. Goddamn self. Do you believe in second chances? Absolutely. I'm a product of a second chance. Go look at my story. I mentioned that. Why didn't you ask Levi why Kwame kicking they draws in they ass? Why didn't you ask Levi why Kwame kicking they draws in their ass? Because I don't believe that he is. I mean, just because he says he is doesn't mean that he actually is. And even that, like, I'm kicking your draws in your ass. That's a fantasy. We don't deal in fantasies over here. Republican support is what we need. The Democrats are going to get all Americans killed in Afghanistan. They left Americans to get their heads cut off. It's a possibility. Republican support is what we need. The Democrats are going to get Americans killed in Afghanistan. I don't know if that's the case or not. I heard something about them wanting to exit Afghanistan, and a couple of people were saying that's not something we should do at the moment. Not you, my brother. You is okay. I'm talking about all the trolls. Yeah, forget the trolls, man. They're miserable themselves. So what about if Kwame is a conservative? Because conservatism doesn't necessarily align with people of color interest. That's why it's a problem. I'm talking to all catfishes and froze, no one in your circle, and I understand we need to support Black media. Absolutely, 100%. Media, yeah. Okay. Candace is articulate, smart. That's a subjective reach. You could. I wouldn't say she's dumb. I wouldn't say she's dumb. And she's articulate, absolutely. But being smart and articulate doesn't mean that you are for the furtherance of Black people. She said she doesn't like Juneteenth. Like, who's against a Black holiday? I don't know. I can't speak English well, but I could drive 18-wheeler. Awesome. Why do you how a show you don't know how what you talking about? Lot lizard lover. What you say I don't know what I'm talking about. Why you don't know what you're talking about? Because you have no proof that I'm ever been with a lot lizard. But you say I am. Okay. Blacks are conservative. We have been brainwashed. Blacks are conservative. There are some conservative Black people. That's why we're talking about Kwame Brown. That BS conservatives align with Black Americans also. Okay, then why are you okay? Conservatives were against Juneteenth. I mean, you can say that, but like when you say that I'm against Juneteenth, John McCain was against the Martin Luther King holiday forever. I mean, rich Black people, is that what you're talking about? Donald Trump made it so that it's going to be harder for them to take down those Confederate statues. He's a conservative. I would never align with the Democrats of today. They are psychos. Who in the hell wants their little boys transforming into girls? I mean, you're nitpicking though. You're nitpicking because in the same breath, they making it hard for you to take down those Confederate statues and them racist or bigoted symbolism. I had a stroke reading Robert's comments. Watch that tailspin, and we know what to do with deers. LOL. I don't need to know proper English to make money. Absolutely. 100%. I agree. Where's this clown at? This hood trucker. What got me with you is you clearly a hater and jealous of Kwame. You tried to turn his shoe drive into something negative. He was doing something for the kids and community. What you do? Here's the thing: you fail to understand or acknowledge or admit that I commended him for that. What I said is that he didn't do what he said he was going to do with the 6,000 shoes. You can't tell me that you saw 6,000 shoes there. And if we are to hold our black leaders accountable, then that's a part of the accounting. 6,000 shoes, not it. How many black people celebrate Juneteenth? I don't know. I mean, I recently just found out about it, to be honest with you. I heard about it, but I never knew what it was. John McCain wasn't a conservative. Come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. You can't just be spewing out stuff that you don't want to be true. Of course what was he then? If he was a Republican. What are you talking about? Not all conservatives was against it. Democrats have been using the hell out of black people. I don't disagree that Democrats, because you have Joe Biden that said, you not BLLC, I have to be careful with my words, you not BLACK if you don't vote for him. Somebody that looks as good as you would never hate to deal with a lot. Full disclosure, this is my niece. Black people align with conservative values because they were imposed on us during slavery. Most black conservatives are well-to-do. I will say that. Those slave masters were conservative. I don't know how you could be a slave master and be a conservative. I don't think you were liberal. I just think you were bigoted. I'm not going to say that R word. Choke needs his ass kicked. Then you probably need to kick it. John McCain was not a conservative. John was the reason why Obamacare didn't get overturned. That had nothing to do with his conservatism. That had everything to do with his disdain for Donald Trump. Don't conflate the two things, please. Stop it. Knock it off. Knock it off. That had nothing to do with that. Absolutely. Okay, if you're not a conservative, then why you vote against the Martin Luther King holiday? That's unreal. Let's stop it. Knock it off. I left the Democratic Party during the Clinton administration. He was responsible for giving North Korea its nukes capability, and he got away with a lot of crap. Clinton. I'm not a Clinton fan either. I'm sorry. I'm not a Clinton fan. So you kind of speaking to the choir there. Not a Clinton fan. He wasn't a conservative. I'm assuming you're talking about John McCain. I mean, that's a stretch. Absolutely. Well, he said himself he was a conservative. So how are you gonna say he wasn't a conservative? He said himself he was a conservative. But that topic segues into the allegedly party switch. Okay. Not all Republican conservatives. Man, what are they? A rhino. For those of you who know what rhino is, it's Republican in name only. Oh, there you go. Interesting. That's interesting. Is this going to turn into a political thing? The Democrats and Republican parties are in fact one party designed to distract, divide, and populace and give the illusion of choice. Uncle Tony. I agree 100%. Yeah. 100%. Like, there's not a whole lot of difference between the two, right? There's not a whole lot of difference. I mean, of course they do this dog and pony show, like the Kwame Brown shoe drive, and they do the dog and pony show to give the illusion there's something different, but there's not a whole lot because it's donors involved, it's money involved, it's legalized bribery involved. So, it's not a whole lot of difference. Have you heard of rhinos? Absolutely. Republican in name only. Absolutely. Biden was groomed by the KKK. He did do a eulogy for somebody who was allegedly in the KKK. He did say that he didn't want his children to be going to a jungle type school or something to that effect. Something he put school and jungle or something to that effect in the same sentence with his kids and not wanting them to go there. It don't matter if 6,000 or 600, he did something, it's people. I commended him for that. So, okay, we agree on that. Okay, we agree. And I commended him for that. Yep, Trump wanted to make Juneteenth a holiday. Trump wanted to make Juneteenth a holiday? I didn't hear about that. Trump did. Then why didn't he? Why didn't he then? If Trump wanted to, why didn't he? I don't know. We have a hope all this officers, our own people, accountable. Forget the Confederate statues. Start with the slave owners on our dollar bills. Listen. You look. I don't listen. 100%. But here's a better question. Harriet Tubman was scheduled to be on the $20 bill. Donald Trump and his administration stopped it until after he was out of office. Interesting. We'll say we have to hold them accountable. Sorry, I'm using voice to text. Okay. I understand. Mackay? I don't know what that is. Okay. So because you didn't see 6,000 shoes on camera, does that mean there weren't 6,000 shoes there? I would assume I would say no, because you think if there was 6,000 shoes that Kwame Brown wouldn't show all of us that were 6,000 shoes? Get out of here. Of course there wasn't 6,000 shoes there. Both the Dems and Repubs are full of shit. For the record, I'm independent. So come to your own conclusion. Somebody got to tell the truth. Absolutely, they do. Absolutely. He didn't want his kids growing up in the racial jungle. That's the statement. Absolutely. That's the statement. And you got to take that into account. And, he did come up with the crime bill. All right. Honestly, fuck both parties, but we're playing pin the tail on the donkey. It's all a show. I mean, please. I mean, does anybody really believe what's going on? That's like, come on, man. Knock it off. He's a trucker. He knows what a lot lizard is. I absolutely do. I absolutely do. Doesn't mean I engage in them, though. I mean, that would make me a trick, which I'm not. And that would also make me a John, which I'm not. And if you've seen the lot lizards out there, come on, man. Nobody wants that. I mean, it's ridiculous. I heard you be on Only Lizards. You heard wrong. They hear a lot of stuff. Jefferson Davis, president of the Confederate States, was a Democrat. A lot of Democrats were racially insensitive. I'm just gonna say that. They were racially insensitive. McCain, there you go. They were racially insensitive. Okay, you didn't comment. You didn't commend Kwame. You hated on something positive. Okay, now you're lying. Now you're a full-blown liar because I did commend him. Go back and look at the video. I did commend him. I didn't type it. I said it on a video. Go back and look. Now you're a liar. You're a liar. You're a fucking liar. Joe Biden, vice president, is a black woman. Let's talk about it. Joe Biden, vice president, is a black woman. Let's talk about it. She is a black woman, absolutely. Although you wouldn't, Joe Brown wouldn't say that though. It's a black lady, got more power than halfway you guys. Let's talk about okay. It was some Democrat that voted against making MLK holiday in Arizona. Some Democrat. Come with names, please. We're not making false accusations over here. Okay, Robo Kamala Harris is black. Paha. She looks black. She's from California. Prove me wrong. No, she's not. She's from California. Agreed. Most Freeman. Agreed. At most say Freeman. Okay, I don't know who that is. English Garden. Oppress how? Uncle Tony. He didn't have to show everything. Come on now. That doesn't mean there wasn't 6,000 shoes. Kwame Brown is not going to show everything. Kwame Brown went on live 2 seconds after he got out of jail. You don't think he's going to? Come on, man. Knock it off. Knock it off. I heard you ran off on a lot lizard. Give that girl her money. You stay each other. Don't believe everything you hear. English Garden, where is Kamala Harris from? Can you tell me? Oh, press. Okay. Kamala Harris never worked for anything a day in her life. Willie Brown gave her everything, including election. Why is that a bad thing? I don't know why that's a bad thing. She could be commended for that. Before you start lying, I think she is from Inglewood. Okay. She could be. English Garden, the word. What was she? Kind of she? Okay. I don't know. I don't even know if that matters at all. Let's see. How are you helping anything? Because we're talking about it. That's how it's helping. Having a discussion. Kamala is married to a creepy white man. Define creepy. I know where Kamala Harris is from. We were born in St. City, Oakland, Alameda County. Born in Oakland. Probably from the hood. Okay. She is from California. She is a black lady from the United States of America. Okay. Awesome. Kamala Harris is black. She definitely looks black. She isn't a black American. Okay. English Garden from Chicago, Illinois, Cook County. If I become a president, I am not an African American. Okay. She has never been battle tested to make any critical decisions. She has never worked for crap. She was battle tested in the presidential primary. She kind of folded though, as she was brought back by Joe Biden. Kamala is multiracial. Okay, absolutely. But doesn't mean she's not black. Stop it. You are a liar. You did hate on the shoe drive. You focus on 6,000 pairs of shoes. Not over. I said he did something. Go back and look at the video, weirdo. I said it. Quit being a liar. You're a liar. Go back and look at the video, weirdo. English Garden, where are you from? Okay. Fuck out of here. Okay. Go look at the video. Kwame is cooking you right now. Who cares? Sleeping with married man. I don't know what that is. Are you serious? You just now hearing about Juneteenth trucker? There were Democrats that also voted not to make MLK a holiday before it was actually a holiday. I'm sure there were, but we're talking specifically about John McCain. Because Arizona was the last state of the 50 states to make it a holiday. So we're specifically talking about Arizona. Are you saying it's okay for women to sleep with a married man to get a job? Is it okay for the married man to sleep with the woman to give her a job? I mean, why is it that it's only focused on one? There's two parties involved. So you're going to diss one and favor the other or whatever. There's two parties involved. Stop it. She isn't not from the hood. She grew up in an upper middle class neighborhood. Oakland, I mean, even the upper middle class in Oakland. Have you ever been to Oakland? Have you ever been to Oakland? English Gardner, you never answered the question. I wonder why, if I'm not African American, because I am a descendant of African slaves and born in Chicago. He spent more in a white neighborhood in Canada. I heard that. So Kamala isn't black because of her Indian heritage. Obama within black because of his Hawaiian heritage, and I am not black because of my Chicagoan and my guy trucker. He's just Mexican, right? 100%. That's how they dismiss what you say. They say you're not qualified to talk about it. She didn't fold. Tulsi slapped her around. If you're getting slapped around, you probably fold. Okay, look. The government killed MK, then gave him a holiday. I mean, but Arizona was the last one to give him a holiday, and that should be noted. Just a little bit. Kamala Harris couldn't win California. We don't like her. Did she win? I don't think she won California either. President Kamala Harris had more power than most. Yes, 100%. Because she is the one running for office. Truth, not false, is a black woman. What's the falsehood? I mean, what's the truth? Camel toe Harris. Oprah have more money than you, black guy. During the 67, Oakland was a bad place. Wasn't a bad place to live. Long time ago. Prove to me that Kamala Harris is a black American. Do we really need to do that? HoodTrucker is trying to tell folks half the jail story as expected. He was pimping that Cash App tonight in the chat more than ever seen him do, because he's got moderators now, and I'm sure he told him, get that money, bitch. Falsehood is a plague like the coronavirus. Stay safe. English Garden can prove she isn't. Nope. She got 2 delegates from California. Why was he arrested? I have tuned in. I don't know. Let's see. I mean, not really a fan of our current VP, but why she got to prove anything, right? Yes, her mother's Indian, her father is Jamaican. I mean, you know. Yep. Had his laptop seized as well. Says it's over a baby mama reporting his daughter missing, but that make no sense. Said his dog got tased too. What the hell's going on over there? They tasing the dog? What the hell's going on over there, man? Like, you know, what the Listen, I've never been arrested and been worried about my hard drives. Come on, man. What you got on them hard drives? Not qualified. Jamaica has white, Indian, and black people. So Jamaican doesn't mean black. Doesn't mean that it's not black either. You said they have black people. Okay, well, there you have it. I Am Groot. Sounds like a lot to unpack. Right. There's much more to the story. As there always is. There's always more to the story. Always. 100%. There's always more to the story. What time is it? Oh, it's down at 1 o'clock. Somebody gonna be mad at me. Lord Jesus Christ. Somebody gonna be upset. Damn it. How am I gonna make it up? I don't know. I'm in trouble. So check this out. We're gonna get out of here. We've been here 3.5 hours already, and we've talked about a lot of different stuff. And it was a hell of a discussion. Good night, brother. If it's that time, I understand. Yeah, it's time to go. It's time to go. We can have discussions. Listen, we can have a discussion. Whatever your background is, wherever you come from. If if you're not spewing falsehoods or lying or anything like that, we can definitely have a discussion. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Go watch Kwame roast. I'm gonna do. If I do, I'll do it tomorrow. I don't feel like I'll do it tomorrow. I mean, because he's talking about me. I mean, did you say my name? I don't know if he said my name or not, but we roasting his ass over here. So I will probably look at it tomorrow. I go back to work tomorrow though, so I don't know. Some subs coming up while they live going. Let's see, subs coming up while the live going. Good stuff. Thanks, bro. I didn't check that, but good looking out. He brags about being in jail. That's because he's never been in jail, and he said himself he was separated or something. He probably was in PC. You got to wash your ass, my guy. I'm getting in the shower. I got a shower. I mean, as you see, I'm not in the truck. There's showers available where I am. And again, so you hate the military because they don't necessarily take showers too. That's how they go. They become what they hate. Absolutely. 100%. So we're going to get out of here on that note. And like, subscribe. Put in the comments what you thought about the live. Did you love it? Did you hate it? Did you... Whatever you say, whatever you think. And we're going to talk to you. Enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy the rest of your night. And we're going to talk back real soon. Take care.